Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Sunday Night Geekery, number 69. No, cue those bad jokes, but hail to Clobbering Times Badass and Maddie's Daddy with a C note. So maybe, I don't know if we're going to get Maddie tonight, but that would make the show 1,000 times better. But hail, guys.
I just got her to sleep.
Oh. For $5, would you wake her up? No, just kidding. Clobber me with that hammer, yeah. What are you, crazy? As much as we love our kids, I remember those days when you did get them to sleep. Sometimes you wanted to jump them down and cheer. Yes, they're asleep.
It was a hard fought. She's very smart. She knows how to stall. You know, she knows how to stall.
I know how to stall too, but for other things, yeah. So, and hail to Pat S. How's it going, buddy?
Doing good, man. Long weekend.
Yeah, and for certain football fans, I guess too. Yep, depending on your team.
Yeah, I guess even longer.
Yeah, and Clobbering Times. How's it going? Yep. Well, for me, we want. Well, I'll say. Couple quick hellos. We'll hellos here in the chat.
What's up, man?
Yep, we're doing good in New York, even though the Giants lost. But we'll say hi to a few
there,
people,
buddy.
and then we'll do a couple minutes of sports.
Sorry about that, dude.
Sports balls. Yeah, that's a bummer. But hail to your old toys. LT is here. Polly's Minion is here, and the pepperoni. Thank you for stopping by, and everyone check out Simi's latest videos. Some great fun stuff.
Yeah,
travels there. We got Phantom Outsider here, so
yeah,
it's Phantom Outsider.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, since they're talking about good stuff going on in the chat here, and of course we got Maddie's Daddy in the chat. Oh, Stuart Mitchell is here. Hey, all Stuart Mitchell.
Hey,
and Brian Heppard. And Brian should have placed a bet. Went 4 for 4 in the sports ball this weekend. You should have told me what your bets were. So.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
I went 2 and 2. Yeah, didn't have a good one.
Yeah. Not good. Yep. So I hope everyone had a good weekend. Yes, now that the Giants have been a little bit better lately, it's interesting to have them in the. It was fun having the playoffs, but what a stinker! The game was over almost before it started. So that was ugly for the Giants, and then the Cincinnati. In the Bills game, that turned out to be a non-event too. That was a kind of a boring. I mean, sure, if you're a Bengals fan or if you live, an LSU fan,
or Baton Rouge, the Baton Rouge Bengals.
Yep,
it was that was a bit of a surprise. The Bills, I did say the other day that if the Bills play this week like they did last week, they're not going to beat the Bengals. And even though I picked the Bills,
yep,
yeah.
So that was but it was a non-game too. You're waiting for this big clash. Hey, Donnie Pearson, how's it going?
But it was at least sort of in doubt toward the end.
Yeah, but it wasn't one of those, games. And
it wasn't a blowout
Cowboys
like
game.
The Eagles game.
Yeah, the Eagles.
When Mark was a kid, the Bills used to always go to the Super Bowl, so he was just kind of used to it.
Did you see that Cowboys kicker missed another extra point?
Yeah. It was blocked, but I don't think that was going in. I don't think that was going to make it.
I think that Nick blocked. Did it block? I think he just missed it.
No, it was blocked. It was actually blocked at the line. But when you looked at it was a shank kick, and that's why it was blocked. It wasn't like the guy ran around the line and blocked it. But the angle, they're all looking at it, all the announcers. Yeah, that's not going in. So and
It's
that
ridiculous,
kind
man.
of had a little effect on the game, not a lot.
A little
But I think
bit.
the main thing was Dak Prescott. With the interceptions kill you, right? So they would have had
Well,
at least 3 more points.
right. If they had ended up getting a touchdown at the end there, they needed 7. They could have put it in overtime. Imagine needing an extra point to get to tie the game
With
at
the
no
kicker.
time on the clock with that guy out there. Every Cowboy fan, especially Jerry Jones, is like, "Oh my god."
Yeah,
Ugh,
yeah.
that would have been pretty
bad,
funny,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah. So that was it was an okay game to watch. Not a great contest, but at least it was down to the end. But interceptions, whenever you make an error, that's usually that comes back to bite you. So that's
Yeah.
so it wasn't really great football this weekend. But if your home team won, and sorry Donnie, your Cowboys lost. I know, but yep. We'll see what happens next year, right? You never know in
There you
football.
go.
So, yeah. So Pat, what's your favorite football team? Do you have one or?
Well, not playing. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
He's like me. He's a sad Saints fan.
Saints
Yeah.
fan?
That's
Yeah.
it, boy. Talk
This one down
about
here.
no light at the end of the tunnel with those guys, man. I don't see anything
Hey, man.
changing anytime soon.
Look, you just had like 15 years of top-notch being competitive. We've got a Super Bowl. That's about as good as a Hall of Fame quarterback. That means you always have a chance. So Saints fans are spoiled now. We used to win 40 years with nothing, with garbage. Then we get a Hall of Fame quarterback, get a Super Bowl, and competitive for the playoffs year in, year out. We got to a bunch of them. Didn't always get to the playoffs, but always got to either close to a 500 or winning season. So right beneath it, always in the hunt toward the end because that guy kept you in there. And then he's gone, even though he said things that pissed me off. Just you got to get ready. It's famine now. That was feast of at least, that's all you ever want as a fan, to have a chance every year. And if you get just one out of 16 shots, which he did, because he was there actually 17 years, wasn't like that 16. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And Saints fans, like a lot of fans, when you get those riches as a sports fan, you start to look a gift horse in the mouth, and then when it's gone, you're like, you don't realize, hey, why are we so bad? Because that's how rare it is to have a winning culture for a long period of time in any sports, any professional sport.
And you can translate to entertainment too, right? Certain things you take for granted in entertainment,
sense,
right?
Yeah. I mean, in a sense,
you're gonna have great Star Trek forever, or
yeah.
And then
This is true of sports
gone.
forever, though, except for the
yeah.
Yankees.
Well, Yankees haven't.
No, they've
won
even
in a
had
while
bad years, too. I know. Yeah, but
Yeah,
boo-hoo.
but no,
They
it's
went like
true,
the whole
though.
20th century. They dominated it.
Yeah, that's true. But you look at that record they had in the 50s and going into the 60s. I mean, I think they won, like 10 out of 12. It's something ridiculous. Yeah, they just had such a dynasty. Now with free agency, that kind of levels the playing field. So, but it's a lot different landscape now, though. It is a lot more competitive. But it's it's a bummer when you're watching those games, and at least the Giants had been a little, give me some, something to root for, and then that was just, boom. It was just like a bad movie. It's like a
but
like a
within the
Highlander
last,
2.
at least within the last decade, you've had 2 world championships, and you beat Tom Brady twice. I mean,
that's for sure. Yeah. LT here. Go Habs, go Rangers. Yeah.
Habs.
And
who are the Habs again? Now, that's a hockey team, right?
yeah.
Who are the Habs?
That's puck ball.
Is that the Montreal Canadiens or something?
Montreal Canadiens. Yeah.
Nobody
Canadiens.
knows what the Habs are, though. I mean, unless you're up there. The Habs? Come on, LT.
The Habs are have not. Habs not.
I tell you what I miss, and we lost it a long time ago before we lost football, was when I was a kid, basketball was huge. I mean, I remember studying, who's going to be in the Sweet 16 and following college and going to college basketball games and buying $5 tickets and stuff. And then, in middle school and high school, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen playing. And boy, did that sport turned its back completely on the fans. You don't know who it's for anymore. I mean, honestly, I don't know who it's for anymore. Um, and I have at least a little interest still in the NFL and college ball, but basketball, I couldn't even tell you who's on the Pelicans in New Orleans. Couldn't even
I
tell
didn't know
you.
there was a Pelicans
Oh.
team. My brother-in-law was a few years ago. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to see the I'm like, "Who are the Pelicans?" Yeah,
They were the Hornets.
The NBA. They were the Hornets.
They were the
Yeah,
Hornets
I'm like,
for a
what?
while. Charlotte moved down here. Yeah. And then
I'm
but
like, the
sorry,
Pelicans.
LT, I'll miss you, man. Sorry. Damn. I've lost a friend. Damn it. Sports is evil. It loses friends. Yeah, Charlotte moved down here for the while. They were the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, I didn't know that. He's like, "What? How could you not know that?" I'm like, "You didn't know who Thanos was in at the end of the Avengers." So I'm like, "Well, so here's my Thanos figure." So I just posted a short on these guys. So let me aim the camera a little bit better.
I think one of the Thanos I have is the real small one from. I think it looks like I have the one to the right, the Thanos on the right. I have a Toy Biz of that one that's doing that same thing, but he's smaller. So I don't have that one, but I got that one they did about a year or two ago, which is I don't know if that's the one you got or not.
Yeah, so those are both Toy Biz. Actually, I thought one was
Those might be
Legends.
Toy Biz.
They're both Toy Biz, and one's 95 and one's 97. Let me check. Check here. So this one on the left, the smaller guy. You always look for the writing on the legs or on the bottom of the feet here.
The one on my right isn't what I have.
You got that one, yeah. So the one on the left is
It's a Toy Biz. Yeah.
95 Toy Biz. It's really tough to see. The writing is there on his leg. That's 1995.
Oh, cool.
And then the other guy here. The other guy. 1997, so not that far apart.
That's cool. What's the build of death? What's the build a piece figure with that? Is it Lady Death
I don't think they had any.
They weren't doing build back.
Yeah, that's a much
I don't think
more
they were
modern.
doing builds back then. They've been doing builds for a while, but I don't think they did it for Toy Biz.
Yeah, I think was Legends the first Marvel Legends the first build a figure, or I'm not sure.
DC also did it.
Yeah, I wonder what the first
have
build a figure was.
DC
Oh, man. They've had some awesome build a figures though.
Good question. Oh yeah, I have Validus.
Yeah,
The only build a figure I have is Validus.
Yeah, I'm wondering who. All right, well, it's a good question to find out. First build a figure. Never know what we'll talk about on Sunday Night Geekery, but
that's good. Yeah.
First.
Good question.
I mean, I can find the first Marvel build a figure. Let's see.
I mean,
here, let me go to Figure Realm, because Figure Realm is always the place to go to for.
I guess. I mean, is there a way to find that out? I'm sure somebody will. You can find it.
Yeah. Well, let me show. Let's go to figures here.
Well, LT, for old time's sake. For old time's sake, LT, Avon lives and long live the Legion.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Look at this, Deep Space Homer. Talk about a cool figure. Comes with potato chips.
Captain Homer. I bet Nick
awesome.
has that.
I just knew it's Super 7. It just came out. Yep. That's fun. They always put like a random figure on the top. So if we go to checklist here, I wonder if it was Galactus. That's just a guess, but for on the Marvel front.
Was there a build of Galactus?
Yeah, there was a build a figure.
Was there a Galactus build?
Yep, I'm looking at it right now. Yep, I got it. I'll show it in a second. Yep. So let's see. Marvel Legends. Let's see here. Let's see. Marvel.
Man from Uncle. There were no Man from Uncle toys, were there?
I don't remember, but yeah, we can check those out too.
I mean, recently. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Maybe they're based on that stupid movie, but I don't think so.
So here's Toy Biz Marvel, right? There's the first build-to-figure line. It's probably in here. So if we do Marvel Legends, let's see.
I have a fandom. What's up, buddy? I have Validus, and yeah, man, he's still a great figure. Maybe you think he needs to be larger, but I wouldn't dispute that necessarily. But he is really cool though, and that was something I'd never expect to get a Validus. A buddy of mine gave it to me because he knew I was getting all those Legion figures, and he managed to get it for me and build it.
So here's the first Marvel Legends line, which they just redid. They just redid the first line again. They came out with a radically new version of Toad, which in some ways I think looks cool, but that's the original Toad.
Yeah.
So we got Cap, Hulk with those funny hands on that Hulk, and Iron Man.
It's weird hands.
Yeah, weird hands.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, the bots are back in town.
Bots. I haven't seen bots in ages.
Yeah.
Got him, or you want me to get him?
I think I got him. You can get him. Yep. So here we go. Marvel Galactus. I was actually right on something.
You got him.
Here we go. This is the Build-A-Figure for Galactus.
This first one.
Here we go. This is the first Marvel Legends one, but if someone can, well, I'll try to do some research. But if someone can,
2005.
So
I don't know who started doing those first.
I'm pretty sure this is the first Build-A-Figure. So
Could
we've got Bullseye here. So and then you've got, I guess there's two versions of Bullseye. I don't know which one I have, but obviously I have one of them.
Right there. You got that one? That's cool.
I got Death. Yeah, because I have I'm gonna grab Galactus in a second.
I think I have that Deathlock.
Yep. So
I love
that one's
Deathlock.
a good one. Great character. And this Doctor Strange is really great.
Yeah.
Too.
I think that's the one I just
really
got
good.
not too long ago, or one similar to it, couple years back.
So we got Strange.
I have a smaller Gray Hulk than that. I have a Gray Hulk, but he's a tiny one because he came with one of those the box sets.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah. So that's like original appearance. Yep. So his left arm there. And then the green Hulk, and then you got Nightcrawler. I got that. I got him downstairs. Yep. And Professor X. Yeah, so it was quite a few figures you had to buy to get this. Set. Wow. And War Machine. This is, I think, one of the coolest figures ever too. That's a great figure. Rhodey. All the missiles. I was showing that a few weeks ago, so that's a good one. Yep. Yeah, so let's look on the back of it. Here we go. This person did a good view of the box. So you've got, that's all the figures together. And you get free comics if you use the code. Yep. Let's see. And then
Donnie Pearson?
With Galactus.
I would just like to make a request of Donnie Pearson. Don't be so quick to not judge people. Just judge people. If they hate it, judge the hell out of them, I say. I'm just teasing with you, buddy. Cool LT. Hero clicks. I wish I'd got more of those hero clicks, but that's a rabbit hole. There's so many of them.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, they are. They are pretty cool, yep. So here's the Devourer of Worlds, yep. So
that's right. Just judge people. What the hell? Be like Judge Dredd. Be like the Judge Dredd of, be the geek of Judge Dredd. Like, I mean, the Judge Dredd of geeks. Like, I judge thee, geek. Your geekness is wrong. The sentence is gatekeep or whatever.
Yeah. Let me grab Galactus off the shelf here. Gotta watch how that sounds like. I'm gonna go grab Galactus. Yeah, don't clip that.
Grab him out of the box, dude. The Dark Side Saga Ultra. Oh wow, they have a Dark Side Saga HeroClix. Why do you do this to me, LT? Man, I would love that. I have. Like I said, excuse me. HeroClix are really cool looking. I never played the game or any of that stuff, but I think I have one. I have the Bouncing Boy one. I think. Maybe one or two others. They're really cool. They're small, but I just started realizing, I could never really afford to get them anyway, because there's just so many that I would need to collect, and it starts running into money. If you start collecting one or two, you want them all, and I just had to decide to get the bigger figures. But man, there's nothing. Look, a lot of those HeroClix are really cool. He's looking around going, "Where's my big brother Galactus in that box?"
Yeah, I got it. Someday I'll get that out.
Keeping Galactus. To
save the universe.
Box prison.
Yeah,
Save
I hit
the
that
universe.
Push the button.
His left leg sells for more than any of his other parts. I don't remember why. I guess it was the figure he was with.
Oh yeah, probably. That could be it. Yeah. That makes sense.
Because there was a time I was doing a lot of those on eBay. You remember that, Clobby, when I would send you a figure and I'd be like, "Who is this?" And you'd be like, "That's that's so and so," but from the 1970s color format. I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." It was either Clobby I would post it on, or there's a Reddit where it's just action figures, which is actually a very civilized Reddit thread. And you'd post that, and like 4 minutes later, somebody would be like, "It's this, and this from 1987."
I remember me being on Reddit myself.
So here's the Devourer of Worlds. He doesn't speak, but it's a pretty cool head sculpt, and the size of this figure.
Devourer of Worlds.
So back in the day, you get a figure. Let's see if I got a Ben Grimm somewhere around here I can grab. No, it's not exactly the right scale, but it's this is not a legend, but the smaller Ben.
Yeah.
This was from one of those games, I think that Marvel game. I think this figure. Which was this guy from? This was a Hasbro 2009. But remember there was like a role-playing game or something, they had figures?
Oh yeah.
Anyone remember that? So
yes.
I bought.
If you had a HeroClix, Ben would be perfect scale for that one, probably.
Yeah. I don't have HeroClix, but we do have the Mini Surfer here. The one that no one likes. The Let's see, where's the Heroes Clicks? I know I have here's a Thor.
You have some HeroClix?
Here's Thor, yeah. Here's Steve Mitchum.
That's cool.
Yeah, that would be scale.
Did you paint that yourself?
No, this came painted, yeah. But they are pretty, they're pretty well. They're pretty cool for the size, yep.
I knew a guy.
Make HeroClix, or?
Ooh, good question. I don't know.
What's that?
Oh, here, I should make my. That would help if I made this full. There we go. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
That might help, yep. Now you can stay here.
I have that old Toy Biz Galactus, and this one's taller than that one. But you can get the HeroClix FF and the scale and Marvel characters, and it's perfect. Scale wise, I mean. Perfect scale.
And it's got the
numbers on. What do those numbers mean?
Game.
So, LT, do you play HeroClix or you just bought the figures? Alan Gould Galactus. Do you, LT, do you play the game? Because I've never even understood how you play the game with HeroClix. Do you, Mark? Did you play it? No.
I never played it, no. Just, would get free comic book day, they always had HeroClix figures, so I would grab them. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a great. When I first, I was getting the first Build-A-Figure, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I have an action figure this big. I mean, you had some 12-inch figures, right? But you never had a figure. You never had a figure that big. I mean, that was totally
the old
unusual.
Toy Biz Galactus is pretty. Toy Biz Galactus is pretty big, but it's not that big.
True.
Yeah, it's
wider. It's wider, but not that tall.
Yeah, I got that too. Yeah, so I got 2 of them, but it's more of it doesn't have any very limited articulation. Yeah, it's just
yes,
yeah, they were solid. They were solid pieces. I'll tell you what weighs almost as much as that, and it's not nearly as tall, but it's really dense as the build of MODOK. Did you have him, Mark? I forget what series that came with.
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty
cool.
cool.
The last one was that. I wonder if that was
that
a
one's
build
easy
that
to
one
grab
I bought
off
for
my
$20
shelf.
all put together. The one I got like last year at a con for $20. It was a loose MODOK, but it was a really good one, like a good, big ass one. But I don't know if it's a build or not.
Huh. I was gonna say the build's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the one I think. No, I don't. Mine doesn't have a stand like that, but he looks similar to that. But maybe that's the same.
Yeah. What's he going to be in? Isn't he going to be in something coming up?
Quantum.
He's going to be in that stupid
Quantum Realm.
Quantum Mania, and he looks terrible.
Yeah,
and he's going to be, in that movie, he's going to be, the guy who was, Yellow Jacket, the phony Yellow Jacket from the first movie, who shouldn't have been called Yellow Jacket, the bad guy in the first movie. He's supposed to be that dude, which makes him not MODOK.
Yeah, that's a real different origin right there. Like real different.
Ugh.
I found the Ant-Man movies overall to be benign, not good or bad. Somewhat interesting.
The first one's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You have this figure, Mike?
Was pretty much because should have been called. No, I wish. The second one could have been called Wasp and Ant-Man. And the third one, like my buddy J-Man calls, he said he just got his tickets to make fun of Ant-Man for 2 hours. And he's probably got a point. Especially since you know about the reshoots, right?
They're doing a ton of reshoots, yeah.
That's never a good sign, as we know.
Well,
I heard they were doing some research.
Apparently, they're doing research to try to make it funnier. Oh, mouse is running. LT, take it easy, buddy.
Take care, LT.
Good to see you, man.
Have a great week. Yep.
Mark,
so I got to find the dumbbells. There's a dumbbell that he has, and so you pump you up. So you put he holds the dumbbells, and you go like.
Is that like the little kid series? Is that what that is from?
No, I take offense at that. This was the series for dads or moms to buy for their kids, and then when the kids no longer wanted them in their room, the parents could take them back.
What show?
So my wife was like, "What are you?" Yeah, that was that. What was that called? Spidey and wasn't Spider-Man is Amazing Friends, but it was like Spidey and Friends.
Was it Unlimited Spider-Man Unlimited?
I don't think it was Unlimited Spider-Man.
Unlimited.
Let's see. Let me see what this. Let's look up the series. So
when was
this says on the back.
When?
Let's see.
When did that come on?
Can I read that? Was that 1994 or 2004? No, probably
2004.
Oh.
Odd 4.
Let's look.
4. Yeah.
Let's look that up.
I don't know what show that was.
You like that? You like that blue on his shorts? He looks like he plays for North Carolina.
That's okay. So let's see if we go to Ben Grimm. Where's my search here? Ben Grimm. Or we could do Ben Grimm probably. Oh, here's the HeroClix Basic. I'm gonna just talk about HeroClix. Yep. I think I have that one somewhere. That's got the jumpsuit. That's the ultimate with the jumpsuit.
I don't like the jumpsuit much. That's ultimately dribble.
Yeah. Well, we got the movie based on that too. Yeah. So let's see if we click on Ben Grimm here. Usually you can click on the character. Still the origin. Yeah. Let's see. I can do Fantastic Four. Should let me do Ben Grimm. Let's try to figure out that series here. But this is the FF series.
Maybe just try the thing. Maybe they're giving it.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah. Let's see if I can grab. Usually you can click on. The search here is kind of weird. Usually you can click on a character and then let's try the thing. And Claude says he knows where there's a dumbbell. This is
He does. I can attest to that. He does.
Pretty good set. He does, yeah. Oh, the neck there was bad. No, I don't have that one. I don't even think I've seen that figure. Do you remember that one? Or was that the black?
What neck?
Oh,
Which
got
one?
these. These guys are cute.
Which one?
Let me go back to it. Yep. This.
At least it's subby. One read?
This. Yeah, I don't remember this read and thing. But it might have been the black. Yeah, 2008. I think. Yeah,
I
that's
saw
that
before.
black suit.
I don't like the black gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't like the black gloves much.
That's weird. It should show us. There's got to be a way to do a better search here. Maybe if I just do thing. Got Swamp Thing. Rise of the Silver Surfers thing here. Let's see. These are cool. Yeah, these die casts. Those are really cool. There's the retro. You know who I haven't seen on Twitter lately is L, our guy L.
Wait, which Swamp Thing was that again?
Let's see here.
Oh,
Marvel Legends, build a figure.
Man Thing, you mean?
That one.
Oh,
but I said, did I say Swamp Thing? Yeah.
You may have.
Yep.
May have
probably
Hey
did,
there,
yeah.
Retro Nerd Girl's here.
Hey, Retro Nerd Girl.
What's up, Retro
How's
Nerd
it
Girl?
going?
What's up, love?
We're talking some action figures right now.
Good to see you.
I got that one. I'm trying to find what these toys were that we had as kids. I really like this one, the Diamond Select thing. Did you like this one?
Yeah, I remember seeing this. It was like 30 freaking bucks at the Barnes & Noble back when I kept seeing it. And I don't like the pants. I don't like the rocks. So I never liked this figure much. Do you have this one?
Yep. Let me grab it.
I never pulled the trigger on it. I thought about it a couple of times, but
he's tucked.
And it's a big one there. I mean,
it's a big one, yeah.
Big figure.
Yeah. He's really let himself go.
Too big, really. Yeah.
I can't talk. Yeah. Let's see if I can get him out.
Yeah, we're not the thing though, you know.
Yeah. Let's see here. You know you take one action figure down and the rest tumble kind of thing. Ever had that happen before?
That's the way it's supposed to work. That is the way it is supposed to work. That is the law of things, the way of things.
God, this figure is heavy. My God. Yeah, I got him tucked under Dr. Doom. There we go.
I mean, that's a massive figure.
This thing is heavy.
It's a massive figure.
God. No, it looks better in person than it does on the box, I have to say. Oh, I'm digging myself here. It's clobbering time. But he's pretty big. I mean, look at him next to Galactus here, which is a Build-A-Figure.
I never liked this. That
the bottom
never liked that
is,
figure. Though. I still almost bought it, but
yeah. Well,
that's
torso's too big.
That's true. Like Fandom says, Bedrock, but I think you mean Badrock. It almost looks like that stupid Rob Liefeld character, Badrock. I think that's what he's talking about. I think he means Badrock instead of Bedrock. He wrote Bedrock, but
yeah, but you could kill someone with this figure. It's so heavy. Yeah, remember Badrock?
Yeah.
Yep, the concrete guy. Yep. But we're trying to figure out what line this figure line. I think it was Spidey and Friends or something.
There was a Spidey and Friends thing.
Yeah, I think that's what that.
Yeah.
I think that's what that is. But let's see what. Let's see if we. So that one.
But look at the picture they use on there. The picture they used on the package. I mean, is from that old the Thing miniseries from around that same time. That was actually
this one.
Good.
This one. Yeah.
That?
That's right. Yep.
Thing they did a trade of it with Complo, all 8 issues called Thing Idle O Billions.
Yeah. These were cute too.
There a thing in.
We lost you for a second, Pat.
Cool. Yeah. No, I was wondering, if there was a thing in Fred and Barney 3-pack.
Oh God, don't kill us.
That's coming out. Thing ring, do your thing. It'll have Little Ben Grimboy and.
Have you ever watched that cartoon? Forget about the whole stupid thing that they. Yeah. It's just a bad cartoon. It's like.
That's horrible.
It's bad.
Stupid situations. I mean, I realize it's a 70s kids cartoon, but it's still.
It's bad.
I mean, really bad stuff,
Horrible Garbaggio. Oh, look, there's that big. I have that Ben Grimm one to the right there. That's the big one from Toy Biz. That they had at KB Toys. Yeah, the big. Yeah, I have that one.
I got that too. Yeah, I think I have 2 of those. Yeah, I got that. Yep.
Yeah, there's also the big one that came. There was that big one that came that they only had at KB Toys.
Okay.
And there were 2 of them. There was one. It was just a regular. The one of them came with the coat and hat and stuff.
Yeah, this one, right? Yeah. But a big one.
They even did a monster I have that one. Right, I have that one, but they also had one that was like the big one. Those big 11,
12 inches,
or
right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Those are the big ones.
Yeah, those were great. Yeah, and I've got Dr. Doom and I've got
what was it?
The Torch.
Look at the vehicle.
I don't have War Machine. This is a 2-pack.
What's that vehicle there?
This
you
is
got that. I know you have
this is the. Yep, that's the Thing Sky Cycle.
What's that vehicle?
Yeah, you can crush Dr. Doom.
You
there.
had that.
Yep, got that. Yep. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think I have everything on this page or this section here. I got these 2 figures. Yeah.
Of course.
These metal figures are cool. The Metal Mania, those are fun. It was a good time to be buying.
Yeah,
that's when the cartoon was out.
I have those.
I don't have this one, this War Machine. Are these supersized or is it a smaller? Oh, it's a smaller figure. Okay.
Yeah, that was
a smaller War Machine.
It came like that.
Yeah. So that's a.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
So let's see here. I'll switch my mic back to the regular mic. Yep. So of course I've got this big one here, and he speaks. Do a video on that one. Yeah, that's a creepy one. Yeah. I have a statue of that one too. Yep. I didn't get this one with Herbie. A Secret War, is it?
Herbie.
Yeah, Blue Light Pants. Is this the one that that might be the one I'm just showing. That might be this one. Let's see. See if I make this.
Shield file, secret code.
I think is that him?
That probably is.
Might be. It might be. Yeah.
Now that you mention it.
But I thought it came with a game, or they probably reused them, right? I mean, they probably, for some reason I thought it went with the game. Yep. Here we go, Spider-Man and Friends. That's what that's from.
Okay. Huh. Oh dear, toys.
Going down the toy rabbit hole, but here we go.
There you go.
Oops, sorry.
I hadn't seen that one before.
Add to collection. I got one, and it's not new in package. Open like new. There you go. So that's what's nice about Figure-Rom. So yeah, so that's what that's from the Spider. All right, so we'll go down the Spider-Man and Friends rabbit hole line here. Let's see, but let's just finish going through the thing. Yep. So I don't have. I always wish I had that one, even though it's so ridiculous. The Mego.
It's ridiculous as it is. Yeah, I don't have it either.
I still wanted it.
Yeah. I love it. I want it. But it's expensive now, right?
A newer version of that. Oh yeah, it's super expensive.
Man,
yeah.
I don't ever remember seeing that one on the shelves.
No, yeah, it was. That would have been on sale in the 70s, I guess. But so of course I've got that. I don't got that. I got this one. I don't have this one.
Wow!
I've got this thing.
What's the one with the cloak? Yeah. What about the one with the cloak and the hat?
Yeah, that's a weird one. I don't remember seeing that one.
Oh yeah, the hat. Okay, this just got this based sort of on the other one I have with the disguise. It's from the movie. There, it looks like so, isn't it, or something maybe or not? Yeah, with electronic sounds.
I saw a little one-panel comic one time, and it was Ben shopping for a trench coat, and he bumps into one of the Ninja Turtles, and one of the Ninja Turtles is, "Hey, did you see a size 6XL anywhere?" And he was like, "Nope."
What is the thing need with the hot rod? That should be for Johnny, but yeah. I should have bought that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I think I saw it in the store.
Like that. It's so cool though. Yes, because it was based on the movie.
Yeah.
Shite.
Yeah, and then this one is actually pretty good. Good. I have this one on display in my house. Yeah. And then, when Reed and Ben fight. Yep. And I like that with the arms and it's all stretchy. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's a good figure. Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Is that that's a fig, or that's a?
No,
AJT.
It's 2-pack. AJT Kirk.
Oh, okay.
My favorite vehicles are still vehicles for superheroes who don't need them, like when Superman or Spider-Man have
right.
It's Spider-Man being the most ridiculous. Like he can ever park that anywhere. Yeah, downtown. Good luck. Slow you down.
The spider buggy can drive on walls, but yeah, you're right. Why does the Spider-Man need a buggy?
True.
Yeah.
Do you remember the toy? Do you remember the Toy Biz one? I think it's shot like the those little round helicopter like things. Now, Captain America's Toy Biz car was really cool. It had a shield that would come out the front and knock people over.
Yeah. Oh, really? Don't remember that one.
This was I think I have this one too. Yeah, it was the weird neck twist and slam thing.
That's a weirdo in there.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the artwork, but the packaging on that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Twist and slam thing, yep. Of course, you got to have this one, Mike. Do you remember these Figure Factory things?
Oh man, yeah. Those were nice. I had.
I got that.
No, I don't think I had that one. Sometimes I'll see one and go, I think I had that, or at least saw it.
Yeah, it's on my shelf. So,
generally, I just saw it and thought I forgot I'd go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get everything done tonight. Right?
Oh, there you go. Fair enough. Who's that chick? Is that Hellcat?
Wild Thing. That's MC2 Spider Girl.
Wild Thing. Oh, that's Wild Thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's Wolverine's daughter in the MC2 universe.
Hail to the lovely
Sherry. What's up, Sherry? Lovely Sherry. Good to see you. Oh, there you go. Cool. That's badass right there. Good to see you, dear.
Hey,
So we
Sherry.
have two lovely ladies here with us tonight. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Retro Nerd Girl. Yeah, I got my whole whole shelf, a lot of things up there. Yep. So yeah, it's fun to have. You keep buying these over the years. You don't realize how many versions of the character. Of course, there's not too many lately, but this was the first appearances. Toy Biz. I love this series. So I think it's the Spider Girl is here. Yeah, I don't have this figure, which is ridiculous. I gotta buy this. I've been looking to buy it on Fleabay. So that's of course that's the daughter of Mayday Parker. So it was Peter Parker's. If Mayday had survived, and not the ridiculous clone saga and the Jackal. So this is American Dream. So she was related to Captain America. I can't remember if she was a cousin. I can't remember the direct relation, but descendant of Captain America. And of course, I have Stinger. Yeah, I do have Stinger. So she's this is Cassie Lang, who's going to be in Quantumania. And in the comics, she had died at one point too. Of course, they brought her back now. So this is Cassie Lang in the future in that MC2 universe. So there's some great stories in that line. I recommend always recommend reading those. Those are really good. So I have this one, but this is a different packaging. They probably just repackaged these things. Yep. Oh, Pat is back. Hey, Pat.
Yeah, that was weird, Mark. I lost y'all, and then everybody sounded like a robot. Said, I better drop that and come back in.
So yeah, these are, and of course these Metal Mania ones are cool too. Yep. You must have that, Mike, right?
Which one?
This Metal Mania. Oh, but it'd be help if I made the screen bigger as I'm going through. What a boomer.
Yes.
As I'm talking.
That one I have.
Yeah. That one. Yeah.
I think actually mine's broke in half though. Actually, I think mine broke.
In half, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I have that one too.
Yeah, which one was this one? Series 3 Marvel Superheroes.
This was
Legends,
before.
Right? Which was?
No, this was before the Toy Biz line for the cartoon.
Oh, this is the Fantastic Four line. Okay, yeah.
These are Toy Biz up in here, but that one there, other thing we just showed with the bent lamp post, maybe before that or maybe somewhere up in there. Yeah.
Well, it says Series 3, so this is So this is the Toy Biz line. Yep. There you go. Yeah, so these were before. Yeah, so this is the. Oh, guess what I have?
Yeah. Yancey Street.
I found the the signpost here. So here's the. I have a box of accessories like you have.
Yancey Street. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else hearing?
Yep, we can hear you. Yep. So of course I had that.
Okay, I couldn't hear you for a bit. Maybe that was me.
Yeah. No, hopefully you don't lose me. Yep. But yeah, so that's.
But yeah, I have that Yancey Street one.
Yeah, it's fun to figure out which what goes with what. Now here's that one. Yep. So that's a good figure. Yeah. So these are the Spider-Man. Let me switch my.
It's a random box I was just looking at in the basement. So with stuff. So I think I'd shown this before, this box on the show, but yeah, it's, like you got that Avengers set with Giant Man. Oh, I gotta fix his. I better fix his antenna there. And here's Spider-Man from that line. So that must be the same that same time period. From 93, yeah. I guess this is from must be a Ninja Turtle, Pat, right? I'm guessing one of the Ninja Turtle accessory. Or would they carry a turtle shield?
No, I don't think it is.
Cannibalistic. What the heck is that from?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
What?
Maybe it's from Commandy. He made a shield.
That's from...
Which one? Which one you talking about?
This this shield here.
No.
That wouldn't be for the turtles. I don't know what the heck that is. It looks like a turtle shell.
That looks familiar.
I can't remember what that is.
Looks familiar though.
And then, of course, you got to have a RoboCop.
Of course.
I am the law.
Yes.
And well, here's an old soldier figure in this box. Wow. It's gonna be colored, but the corgi.
I don't think so. The corgis had almost like an elongated thing at the bottom that held them. They were really cool.
Made Beton. And of course, Dana Scully, right? Solving some mysteries. If I had more room and leave these guys out. And Fox Mulder, I want to believe. Maybe he's out searching Joe Biden's house right now for top secret documents. I don't know.
Mark, do you have a Judge Dredd action figure? I was thinking about that the other day. I want to get one. I'm gonna have to find one I like. That's not, $150.
I do.
And there we go.
3D printed that.
Really?
I don't know what they're going for now, but I have Judge Dredd, and Judge Death action figures. That came out. I can't remember when that came out. It's like in the 2000s. And
I'm gonna have to
look
look
those up, see what they're even going for now. But
there's some really expensive ones out there, Bobby.
I've got a tiny little one too. Oh, really?
Magneto's been working out a lot.
Maybe I'll just buy a Dr. McCoy action figure and put a Judge Dredd helmet on him. That's a really bad new Star Trek, really bad new Judge Dredd joke, guys. Don't give it any weight.
Can't stand that. Oh, that sucks right there.
You know what that is?
I hate that.
Is that Iron Man? Is that Iron Man?
No. The thing when he after he got scarred by Wolverine, they wore that in the comics. For a short time. Suit of the Samurai.
And of course, you had the
retro nerd girl asked, "Are you going to paint that? Are you going to paint that Dredd?" Asked
I printed that.
Girl.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because I can't see the chat that far away. I think I might try painting the base, but I printed in like a marble. It's supposed to look like marble, so it's kind of tough to tell. I'm sure with the resolution of the camera. So these are one of those, the little metal miniature.
Paint them in a classic black and white, Mark, if you do.
Yeah, so this, I was going to buy like a bronze. I was going to print them in bronze, maybe. Like I was looking for a bronze that would change color. It's kind of, let's see if I get the light aimed a little bit better here. It's kind of tough to tell with those like black speckles. So it's supposed to look like a fake marble. So this is kind of like the lazy way to print it without painting it. But I might try to paint the like
monument to Judge Dredd.
paint the base. So then it's supposed to look like like a statue. Might be able to see some of the dots there. It doesn't always work that great, but it's not bad.
Looks great.
Where's my? Yeah, the detail came out really good on this. That I was impressed with. I was like, wow, that print came out really nice with the details, and it's so I'll send you that. That's going in the box with the Liberator, which I gotta try to finish soon. Now, where's my Spock?
Thanks.
Yeah, I know. I got so many.
You could always just send the
things
Liberator
I'm trying
and let
to
Claude
finish.
paint it. Claude.
Oh yeah, Claude can paint it too. Yeah.
You can send the Liberator and let Claude paint it. He's good at that.
Claude's an expert. Yeah.
There you go.
So that's the same kind of marble with the light here, and it's not it's kind of a lot of glare there, but you kind of see the marble specs. But yeah, that's the Spock. Live long and prosper. So let's see here. So let's try to find. Oh, and then this I'm trying to fix. This was a Spider-Man we got like at a circus or something, and you squeeze the button, and Spider-Man spins around like this, and the lights light up. Let's stop working, so I got to try to. Hopefully, it's just the switch is bad. I got to try to fix that. My son would play with that for hours, and then that's one of those toys that gets annoying, where you're
right.
It's like you're like, oh, would you please stop playing with that? The kids
never buy that at the beginning of the show. Always get it at the end. When you're leaving.
At the end, right? So let's see here. Yeah, so that's that Spider-Man from. Yeah, that's that one. Oh, and then that's how you can figure out what the accessories are. The little enemy tracking tracers. So if you find that in a box somewhere, yeah. So that's that original, that classic original line. Yep. So let's go back, and that's what started all this. Let's go back to the Spidey and Friends line. Which is up. I'm not even remember where I saw it now. Was it one back here? Let's see. Yeah, Spider-Man and Friends. Okay. So let's see here what we got. Hi, Michelle. How's it going? Let me switch my mic back to my better mic here.
Hey there.
Does this mic sound okay, guys?
Yeah, you sound okay. A little tinny, but not terrible.
Yeah, that's
my headset mic now. This should be my regular mic. Yeah, that way I can go to the other. I got two desks in here, so I kind of.
So this is the show with Bobby Drake and Firestar.
Well, it was Spider-Man.
This is not Spider-Man. It's Amazing Friends. It's just Spider-Man and Friends.
Yeah.
These friends are not amazing. Okay.
No, they're not. They're a kiddie show.
Yeah.
Which the other one was too, but
one of Spider-Man's Amazing Friends made me feel really tight in the chest as a kid. I think that was the first time I started noticing girls was that cartoon.
Firestar.
I think I bought this for the kids, mind you. So that's the same.
Of course,
that's the same thing.
I used to use that excuse too. When those FF figures came out around that point in the 90s with those Toy Biz figures with that toy cartoon, that was my excuse for the kids.
Why not, right? Yeah.
Well, they liked it. Fine. I just knew that they'd grow out of them and I wouldn't.
Does Mark have the terrible web shooters with dart and suction cup? I did have those as a toy, and then one they're long gone. One toy I had too that was horrendous was it was like a Spider-Man web shooter play set, and it had basically like glue that you would like squeeze out of a tube and make like fake webs in this play set. I remember like as a kid crying. It was so mom's like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "This toy sucks," and you're like a little kid, and it's like, what are you angry about?
By the way, here's a helpful hint. If you have one of the old dart guns from the 70s and 80s, if you take that little plastic rubbery suction tip off, they hurt a lot more when you shoot them at people.
Yep. Well, young kids are tough to take care of, that's for sure. Yep, Michelle. Yep. And Donnie says he's still mighty and still morphing. Thank you. And no Pink Ranger in the new movie. What's going on? It's not good. So here,
What?
they're doing like a 30. It was Donnie's the expert, but they're doing like a 30th anniversary movie.
Yeah.
And the Pink Ranger's not in it.
Yeah, it's
My
too
favorite
gender
Ranger.
specific. They said so.
Yeah. But so this was this base. This series was really really cool. These toys. So there's Captain America. And that's when they had the little ones, and they made these big figures. So this says, they always had like silly accessories, like, but it's kind of cool. You can imagine Captain America flying in with the gyrocopter, like a mini helicopter, right? I think we got that one. And then of course they had the X-Men. Look at the Beast, how cool that is. What kid wouldn't want to play with that, with flipping action? Cyclops. Doc Ock, yep. Where's my Doc Ock? I have the Doc Ock. Where is he? This is a really good figure too. they're
Good
they're
deal,
cute, but they're
yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say they're cute, but they're kind of true to the comics with their own style there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
And we're supposed to believe Spider-Man's friends with all these guys.
Yeah, Spider.
A
Everyone loves
teenager, and he's hanging out with a Russian 40-year-old. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Guess we got to suspend our belief a little bit on that. Okay.
Oh, Green Goblin's very young there. See,
Look at baby face.
that Goblin's not gonna hurt you, right? He's not gonna try to. Yeah, like I said, this is Beach Patrol Hulk. Come on, he's giving Hasselhoff a run for the money here. Look at this guy with the Spidey on. Someday I got to pull all these figures out.
God, does he have a hat? Is that a bucket hat?
Yeah, well, Hulk doesn't want to get sunburned, right?
What size hat do you think Hulk wears?
Yeah,
Like an 11
like an
and
80?
3/8
I
or
don't
something
know.
like that?
Yeah. I love the life jacket with the Spidey. Yeah, life preserver launcher. Because Hulk can't throw the life jacket far enough, right? Yep. And then this is the regular Hulk, I guess. Yeah. Rock crushing action. Yeah. This is a cool figure. I got this one for the kids. Played with this in the bathtub all the time because he would shoot water, like a water gun. But yeah, it was. I mean, it's a good line. There were a ton of different figures. So, are you buying another one? This Rhino. These are fun to look at.
And what was the
Transforming
play set,
scooter.
Mark?
The playset was on top there. I'll show it to you again. I did buy that. It was kind of lame, the playset.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Spider-Girl. Was this supposed to be Mayday? I guess they just made a Spider-Girl just because they needed a skating Spider-Girl, I guess. So.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's supposed to be Mayday. And, of course, you have to have Air Rescue Spider-Man because we were talking about Spider-Man with the helicopter. There you go. But he's got his jacket on to keep him warm. It's like, why? And Air Launch Spider-Man. Yeah, there are a ton of Spider-Man versions. Yeah.
Can you imagine
this is
trying
when
to
he
be a
shot projectile.
completist for all the Batman action figures? Do you remember when
it's-
the animated series became Batman and they started, and it was like, Winterview Batman and
Yeah.
Sand Survival Desert Batman.
Deep Space Spider-Man.
There we go.
And then we got, this is a weird one. I think we bought this one too. Sandbox Spider-Man. This is a kid's. He's got a digging rig that you put on. Look at this. At the rig.
Let's guess what bad guy he's going after in that one.
Yeah.
Where's his web shooters?
Yeah, it's got a watch on there. Yeah, yeah. He had the organic web shooters there, right? Yeah, snowboarding Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man would be. I mean, he'd win the gold medal.
I
in
guess.
Olympics, no
Das
doubt.
Wolfman.
He'd take Sean White out. Hey, Das Wolfman, how's it going? Thank you.
That's
I always appreciate that. Yep. I'm glad you got your assignment done for the week. Good stuff. Yep.
How affected is Spider-Man by the elements? I kind of always assumed he had a pretty high metabolism.
Yeah, because that costume's kind of thin, right? Yep. Web squirting buddies. Ocean dive Spider-Man.
Oh boy.
We did have one that went underwaters with flippers that swam. I wonder which one that was. Let's see. Is it?
They messed up though. There's a diving bell spider. That's what they should have had. Spidey like just spins a diving bell and goes down.
Air-powered web. Yep. Web stream Spider-Man. God,
Mark, did you buy the kids the web shooters that were silly string?
I don't think we ever had those.
Okay.
Oh, here's the thing that we've got right with I've got to find the dumbbells lying around somewhere.
There we go.
Weightlifting action. And what's the difference with the mega muscle then? There's that one, and then there's what the heck is the difference here? It looks like the same. Oh, that one doesn't say 500. You know, this is the completest, right? There's the super strength thing, and then, or did they just list them twice? And this one says mega muscle thing. So yeah, so try explaining. That's why I have to buy two of them, right? You know, so, here we
You
go.
know, Mark, actually, you missed a real opportunity then, because a lot of parents don't get a chance to do this. You should have, those thing hands and the Hulk hands. You put your hands in, they're like.
I got those.
You should have bought a set of Hulk and a set of the thing, and then put them out. And whichever one of your boy, and say, all right, you guys just go pick one. And whatever your boys would have picked the thing ones, then that could have been your favorite son. You would have known, like, okay, he's my favorite. You don't have to tell him, just like in your back of your head, you'd know that. So
well, how do you know I didn't do that?
Did you? Will you tell us which kid picked it? Off air, of course. We don't want the boys to refer to. It'd be great if you did that and then your daughter ran in and just grabbed them and ran out the room. That'd have been even better. Then you know who to leave all the good stuff to in the will.
There we go.
Now, Clobby, do you have those?
I wish. I wish.
Can you hear that, or it's probably that? I don't know if it lets you hear. Let me turn the crisp off here so you can hear the. Let me turn this off here. I think it just, it just does. It's clobbering time, but yeah. So of course I have that. I have the feet. I've got the Hulk. You gotta have the Hulk hands too. But
don't
yeah,
the
the
Hulk
kids are
hands
running.
Don't the Hulk hands say Hulk smash?
Yeah, I think they do Hulk, Hulk smash. Yeah. So here's what did I put? Here's this figure that we're just looking at on Figure Realm. Imagine making a spacesuit for the thing. I mean, that's got to be tough to do, right? That's a crazy. But these figures are pretty big, though. They're good. They're good size action figures. So, see, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, like they reused the helmet on Spider-Man there. But yeah, it's there's fun accessories, and there's always something cool
question.
for the
in the DC universe. Obviously, before he had to go live in a garage like he does now, Batman was obviously the richest. Oliver Queen had a lot of money, but is Reed like the richest guy in the Marvel universe?
I thought Tony Stark wasn't he?
Well, Tony Stark's obviously
What's that? What was the question?
got a lot of
richest guy
money.
in the Marvel universe.
Let's ask Clobby. Don't taint it. Don't say anything. Let's just see what it comes off with.
What was the question again? I was having trouble hearing you.
No, it's okay. Who is the wealthiest human being on Earth in the Marvel universe?
Well, it was probably, if it's not Tony Stark, he's the one we know of. In other words, I mean, T'Challa did inherit a nation, but it still might be Tony Stark.
Okay, how much? Where would you put Reed?
Again, as far as characters that we're familiar with, excuse me,
how much money is Reed worth, Mr. Fantastic? Like he's obviously a wealthy guy, right?
Reed, of course, Dr. Doom's got to be one of them. The Kingpin's got to be one of them. A couple of those guys.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Reed Richards is up there. He's got a lot of money that he raised, but he didn't really have a lot of money. He never has been like the richest. Not with the biggest guys though.
Okay,
Reed,
fair enough. That's a good answer. Okay, that's what we wanted to know.
Ended up getting grants, different things like that. There've been times when the FF has gone broke, but Reed is the smartest.
Yeah, they've had money problems, right? Yeah,
for sure. Other than that. Yeah, FF has gone broke a few times. Simon Williams was rich and then he went broke. A lot of them went broke. But sure. I guess I'm going to go with Tony Stark, but even he went broke once.
That's true.
Or twice.
Phantom's going with Namor.
Ah.
Well, he's the king of Atlantis.
I don't know. How's that?
Or Doom?
Of Atlantis, unless he's talking about that time he didn't. I was thinking Doom maybe, but I mean, Namor doesn't hang in unless that time when in the Burn series when did he take over Roxxon or some corporation or some such nonsense?
Yeah.
Because before that,
Yeah.
And he didn't participate in the surface world economy though, right? Before that, Atlantis has nothing to do with the surface world economy.
Well, but he'd have vast riches though. I mean,
well, in Atlantis.
Yeah.
In Atlantis, maybe.
Yeah.
How much is Doom? How much is Professor X
is part of the world? I don't know where he gets his loot. He's got a good bit. Good.
Did he inherit all of his money or?
Who? No. Professor X?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I've read
no, because they lost everything in the war.
I've read that it was T'Challa because of the amount of adamantium that they had. Oh, sorry, vibranium.
Or vibranium, yeah.
Yeah.
It could well be him for Wakanda. So I mean, but it just depends. In the comics, Wakanda was not like it is in the movies. I mean, it was kind of isolated for a long time. But I guess it could be.
Yeah.
So.
But they're up there.
He has access to all the treasures of the Yeah, Namor may have access to all the treasures of the seas, but Atlantis doesn't participate in the world economy that I know of. Of course, in the Marvel Universe, maybe that changed. But he has a lot of wealth. I mean, I guess he could technically have gold and stuff. I'm sure he could, yeah.
You know what?
Doom. I might go with Doom.
Probably, you know what? I'm going to go with. Well, did you say mortal?
I guess as long as he was a human being at some point, Steve.
Okay, because I was thinking the Asgardians have the.
Yeah, he said human. You said human.
Ring.
Yeah, and I did say on Earth too, Steve. So no, you can't do the Asgard. But you would probably be right. Yeah. Odin's probably got some bank.
I'm gonna go with Doom, probably, to be honest. I think Doom's so sneaky. He's got his hands in everything. Not just Latveria, which is a very tiny country, but Doom. I mean, you never know. He's got, he's got his hands in every little thing.
So let's do. So we think Dr. Doom is one we can vote for.
I got okay. Kingpin. What about Stark. Him?
Hey, he's a
makes you feel.
I think. Yeah.
Tony Stark makes you feel.
T'Challa. Yeah. All right, so I got Dr. Doom, Tony Stark, T'Challa. Who else would we? And we will put Namor. Is that a good four? I can only do four.
I don't really consider him part of the world economy, but he's got a lot of. I don't know. I mean, if you want to put him in there, I'm trying to think of who's another established gazillionaire character. I guess if you want to put Namor there, I never really thought of him as a gazillionaire that much, but I mean, sure, or a big spender, you know.
Yeah, I guess that would be.
We can put Namor.
Yeah, we'll try. Yeah. All right. Ask your community. Here we go. We should
Put
get
Subby.
more. They should pick.
Yeah, they should give you more than 4 choices on those polls.
4 is a pain. Or people do. They do like 70s does rounds. He does like multiple rounds. He's like,
oh yeah,
the next round. Yeah. See who wins. Yeah.
Yes,
I don't have this Mr. Fantastic. So Steve, Maddie would like some of these toys probably.
I don't know.
She's not quite to that stage of toys yet, is she? I mean,
too young.
Give her a few years, couple years.
Oh no, Maddie's way ahead of everybody else. You wouldn't believe it. It's.
She would. I'm saying, young kids like that usually don't like some of those toys, but
it depends. Toys like she likes toys that she can do things with. Build. They have these
like Legos and stuff.
They have very cool toys now for kids that are like magnetized. They're kind of like 2-dimensional Legos with magnets on the edges, so you can create 3-dimensional like sculptures and stuff out of them. So, yeah. But as far as dolls and stuff, she doesn't really play with them.
There was the play set that went with this, yep. So we're just reminiscing about these these crazy toys, yeah. So Spider-Man and Friends were these were these little plush figures. Yeah, okay, that's and then what Mega Bloks, there we go. Yep, these are cool too. Oh, here, you're in this one, Steve.
That's about what I look like these days.
You gotta look better than that. But yeah, that's those are fun. Yep, I think I bought this one for the kids. Yeah, I guess it wasn't Legos, it was Mega Bloks. Yep. Yeah, I did get this one for the kids. Yeah, for the kids.
Wolverine for the kids. Where's his claws?
Oh, he doesn't want to hurt anyone on the playground.
Oh, there they are. Yeah, good old Uncle Wolverine.
They used to have RoboCop TV show and toys, and would you show your small children RoboCop?
Yeah,
not the movie.
Good grief!
Except the second movie, I would show them that just for that scene. Except for the second movie, just for that scene when he goes, remember, bad words make for bad feelings. Remember when they turned into Adam West for a minute in that movie?
Yeah.
And now that guides our entire culture.
And they did do a kind of a kid series too later. Remember when the girl was?
Oh yeah, there was a cartoon.
RoboCop. It was a Canadian. Well, it was a live action too, and it was a cop who had adopted a young girl, and they toned down the violence. Yep. It's more like a.
You mean the TV series?
TV series, yeah.
Yeah, they did do one. Yep.
Yeah, so those are some classic toys. So check out Figure Rum. You can see all the
oh my goodness,
all the toys. Yeah,
nice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Toys, toy time on Geekery, folks.
Never have too many toys, right?
Yeah, Rambo cartoon didn't last that long either. But yeah, it was.
Rambo,
action figures. Retroblasting did a video on that, I think.
Yeah, who thought that was a good idea? Yes. Yeah. Take an R-rated movie and make it for kids. Yeah. There you go.
Was RoboCop R? It should have been.
Yeah, the original. Yep. The original on RoboCop, it had to be cut down to be an R. The first one.
Oh wow. And Rambo was R also?
Oh yeah. Original RoboCop, that scene at the beginning when Ed 209 blasts the guy, kills him at the beginning. That scene's supposed to go on for over a minute or two, where it's just completely just really blowing the guy, to pieces. It was really, and it got the thing in R, and he had to cut that and some other scenes.
Yeah, it went on too long. And the other scene where the guy got jellified,
melted
with the toxic waste, and the car goes through him. He
Oh,
had to explain it. He had to. Oh, that's gave me creeps.
Yeah, very creepy. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So Rambo: The Face
Yes,
of
sir.
Freedom.
There you go. That's a
1986
kid-friendly
cartoon. Was a cartoon series based on the hit R-rated movie. What did Stallone think of the spinoff? Yeah. Yeah. So what did he? Yeah, because Rambo. Spoiler: Rambo dies at the end of the movie in First Blood. Yep. And actually, it was a famous actor who was going to play Troutman at first.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't he die?
No, he doesn't.
No, they take him off to jail.
There are a whole bunch of other movies.
Troutman takes him.
Remember, there are more movies.
No, in the book. In the book.
Oh, in the book.
Oh, you mean in the book? Yeah.
I don't want to hear any more cracks about the book.
I've heard that. Yeah.
You don't hear more cracks about the book.
Maybe I didn't hear you say the book. I guess.
Yeah. So Troutman was really going to be played by, who was very famous.
Richard Crenna played him in a.
Yeah, but he took over at the last minute because he got in there was a disagreement over, and I think Kirk Douglas. Yeah, Kirk Douglas was cast.
Oh, really?
And he didn't like the ending. Yeah, so he did a big fight, and then Douglas left the production. Rock Hudson turned down the role, and then Richard Crenna got the role. Yep. Yeah, marketing stills of Kirk Douglas in the uniform Colonel Troutman exist and are now part of the extras of the DVD of First Blood. Yeah. So because he didn't like the ending, so he because he wanted it to be more like the book, basically. So that's how Crenna got that role, and that helped to make his that made him very famous. Yeah. So let's see. This version of Rambo only kills one character in self-defense. In contrast to the novel, lives to the end of the story. Yeah, First Blood is relatively grounded action thriller. Let's see what they say about the comic. Yep. And Rambo, there's a lot going on in that movie too, which is about PTSD, and there's as much as it's considered an action hero, he's really a tragic figure in the movie. And it kind of then the next movie they kind of of course they went over the top and made him this crazy over the top hero. And then the best one I think is the movie John Rambo, which was was it the fourth one where they went to Cambodia? It was not Cambodia. It was
the one from 2008.
Yeah, that's a fantastic. It was brutal movie, but that was really hard hitting and really.
Yeah, I hated that last one, but that one was all right.
Yeah, but that one was. I really liked that movie. Yep. So let's see. Let's get to the. Let's see. No control over Stallone had no control over the licensing rights for the Rambo toys. And even though he made a small percentage of profit, he was infuriated by them. It's not for kids. The movie was not supposed to be for little kids. I want to let my own children play with those toys. As for the then upcoming Rambo Force of Freedom cartoon, he stated he was told it was about to be about a softened version of the soldier doing good deeds. He said, "First of all, this isn't Rambo, but more important, they tell me I can't stop them because it's not me using they're using. It's a likeness." That's bad grammar there. Where's Raquel when you need her? It's a likeness of a character I played and don't own. Yeah. Rambo: The Force of Freedom raised controversy before and during its airing for being the first children's cartoon based on an R-rated franchise. While the show itself wasn't particularly violent, it was still allowed to base a cartoon around an inherently bloody series. And in the same interview, Stallone made sure there wouldn't be any toys based on Cobra. Yeah, I remember Cobra. It was a pretty brutal movie. Yep. The controversies plaguing the series made sure it only lasted one season, though it did quite well during its lone 65-episode run. Wow, so 65 episodes. Yeah. That's amazing.
That many. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, so here we go. Death Race. And the novel First Blood, he dies. Yeah, and they reshot it. Yep, the novel was written by fellow Canadian David Morrell. Yep. So yeah, and Brian says the lake's the first and the fourth. Yep. Yeah, it was just Rambo 2 and 3 were just crazy, crazy, crazy movies. But yeah, that was that was really interesting to have a movie based on that. And then there were toys too. Yeah, of course they had a toy line. Yeah, so really, I guess you want to cash in the '80s. It was. He was considered a really patriotic character that was in the middle of Reagan's second term. I think there were Ronbo posters. If everyone saw those Ronbo posters, let's see, Ronbo. See if you guys remember. Yeah, I don't remember this poster.
I've never seen it.
I have one. I've got that. Yeah.
This must have been before Photoshop because it's a pretty stark seam.
Oh yeah. Way before that.
This is 86.
And the coloring.
84.
Yeah.
And even the size of his head is way too big.
Yep.
Well, I don't think they were going for realism there.
Well, in that case, mission accomplished.
They succeeded.
Right?
Sir.
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 Yeah, but that just reminded me of that. Yeah, I got that poster somewhere. But yeah, that was all out, all out craziness back then. Yeah.
Nothing's over. Nothing's over. Yo.
Yes.
Oh wait, wrong movie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rambo started so grand and it turned into a wonderful, nasty cartoon canon movie type character out of the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, I always think of like Born in the USA, the song, and they were using that, as a, like a campaign promo for Reagan. And, when you really listen to the words, it's really, not going to say it's an anti-USA song, but it's a, illuminate, of course we don't want to get into politics, but it's, it wasn't a happy, it was a song telling, all the troubles that were people having and, tough times. And, but, if you just hear the, refrain, Born in the USA, but it's,
well, it was about how specifically Vietnam veterans were kind of just abandoned by, the government and the people, it was pretty, yeah. And there was also a song called Rooster by Alice in Chains, if anybody's familiar with that. Yeah, they come to snuff the rooster. It was about his dad. Yeah, it was about his dad who was on a vehicle that had some sort of a large caliber gun mounted on the front. And they called the guys roosters because they would basically just mow down the enemy, and they were the number one targets of the Viet Cong. They were trying to kill these guys, and I guess his father was one of them. So yeah, it's pretty rare, but he talks about they spit on me in my homeland, and ain't a lot of whole happy go lucky songs about Vietnam.
So yeah, that's what they use the music. Sometimes,
I always thought it was called. I always thought the lyric was "Bored in the USA." You tell me it's not.
No,
sorry.
It's Bourne.
Okay.
Jason Bourne.
My mistake.
Two Live Crew did "Banned in the USA" because one of their songs was banned by Tipper Gore.
Oh, she loved
Jill
banning stuff. Yep. Hey, Jill. How's it going? And she helped me find. She mentioned this clip last night. Let's see if I gotta load it up. But the Scotty clip about more they complicate the plumbing. Let me upload that. Upload that one.
Here, Doctor. Souvenirs from one sergeant to another. Aye, sir. The more they overtake the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain. And then he said, "Here, Doctor. Souvenirs from one sergeant to another." I love that. Love that movie.
Claudia, I can barely tell you from James Doohan when you do that impression. I can just barely tell it's not him.
Thank you. You're too.
No, it's
flatter,
not a
man.
not a compliment at all. It's just the truth, you know.
Johnny, as good as your word. Aye, sir. The more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
Yeah.
Then he said, "Here, doctor, souvenirs from one surgeon to another." And then, of course, but the best part that was earlier.
That makes up for your Carson.
No, well, thank you very much. Of course, my favorite part was earlier when he says, turning in tomorrow, Mr. Scott. Aye, sir. So am I. Looking forward to breaking some of the Enterprise's speeding records tomorrow. Aye, sir. Good night. He goes, level, please. Transponder room. Thank you. Up your shaft.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. That is the actually best James Doohan impression I think I've ever heard. I don't think anybody. I think you're the world champ in that one.
Oh.
Of
Thanks,
course, you
dude.
know my opinion on some of the other ones, but that one.
Yeah, at least you're honest on
Computer.
That's all that matters.
Hello, computer.
Just use the keyboard.
The keyboard. How quaint.
Not now, Madeline.
I love it. That's next week. Not now, Madeline. That's what I mean. Yeah. That's the new sitcom from ABC. I always think the other great exchange from the movies was good job, Mr. Scott. You fixed the barn door after the horses come home. How much refit time before we can take her out again? 8 weeks, sir. But you don't have 8 weeks. I'll do it for you in 2. Mr. Scott, have you always multiplied your repair estimates by a factor of 4? Certainly, sir. How else can I keep my reputation as a miracle worker? Mr. Scott, your reputation is secured. Boom. We all know what movie that's from.
There are a lot of good lines in, you know, a lot of good lines in the movies, you know.
It's not as good as Trek 2, but it's got a lot of good stuff in it.
But it's underrated, I think, in the charm that it has. And the story.
I really personally only like the even numbered Star Trek movies, 2, 4, and 6.
I love them all, even though I have a lot of problems with 5 and 6. No, there's nothing worth arguing about there. I'm just saying. I love them all except for I even love 5 and 6, but I have the most problems with 5 and 6. Especially 6.
I like 6. I like 6, but
I like 6 too.
You pointed out some of the political machinations.
Politics crap I hate. It's not only that, both movies suffer from having the wrong story. You shouldn't go out searching for God. It's dopey and Trib 5. I get that. But it's also dopey to try to do a Star Trek movie that's just about the Cold War and Klingons being wiped out and all this. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. The Trek 6, they did a pretty good job with what they had, but all the politics are blatant in your face on the nose stuff. And it doesn't, I mean, it's just trying to be more like another action film, which is why it demonstrates even good Trek movies are in the wrong spot. They should be a TV show. It never needed to be movies, because a movie you get you get 2 hours every couple of years, and you can't just tell a Trek type story. You got to save the universe every time and whatnot. And so
that's the trap of the movie. That's the
even
trap
a good
of the
one.
movies, yeah.
Of the movie, yeah, even a good one, you go, man, it's just be on TV, Star Trek, and it's just the Trek derailed itself by going to movies.
I agree with that. As much as I love the movies, but always worked better on TV. But then you had, they were going to go back to TV with Phase 2, and then they, decided with the popularity of Star Wars. Damn you, Star Wars! Then they decided to go the movie route. And God, if we had gotten if they'd done the movie and then they'd gone back, maybe done Wrath of Khan, because I always want to get Wrath of Khan, and then done a TV series after that. How cool would that have been? How great would that have been? But
it's all Nimoy's fault. If Nimoy had agreed to do, it's not his fault. Because it's Star Wars' fault, because Star Wars was big, and the execs who were going to put Phase 2 on, just without Nimoy, unfortunately, were gonna, there were gonna be a TV show, and then Star Wars. Oh, we need a movie. Let's put it in a movie. They got Star Wars. We'll have Star Trek. And it didn't really belong. It was Star Wars should be on big movies screens every couple of years, and Star Trek should have been an episodic TV show. But even when it would have hurt without Spock. Don't get me wrong, but I still think they could have made Phase 2 work, and maybe Nimoy would have come back.
Yeah, it would have been.
It's
That
just
would
a
have been
shame,
great.
man.
Yeah.
It would have been 10 years later, so the effects would have been different. The show would have looked a little different, but
It would have been
you'll never know.
glorious if they'd gotten good writing. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I've read some of the. There was about 7 or 8 unshot scripts out there that we got back in the 80s. A friend of mine got the Star Trek face. I've read a few of them, and there were some pretty good scripts. They ended up rehashing some of them later for TNG.
That's true. Yeah, and when they had the writers strike, I think they did that. Yeah, used some of those scripts. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it was too bad. But we did get some glorious movies though too. But yeah, the problem is they felt Khan was so popular, and then they fell into the trap of having to, like the James Bond syndrome, which is perfect for James Bond because you have a movie every few years, and it's that's the plot of that's the character's reason for being, to save the world or stop the evil henchman, evil diabolical guy stroking the cat in the corner. But Star Trek works best with those great sci-fi shows, so or stories, and when you do a movie, you've got to have like a big grand story. So it's I mean, look at the TNG movies. So other than First Contact, really, not good stories. So, and then of course, the last one, they tried to do, with the last movie, they're trying to set up with Nemesis, kind of copy Khan again, and didn't work. I mean, I've just recently rewatched it, when you're doing your reviews, and it's not as bad as I first remembered, although there's some terrible stuff in there, but just trying too hard to recapture that Khan villain. So just not good. Yep.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah,
JT Kirk says, they wanted to be action movies, and Star Trek was never that exactly. You can have once in a while, you can have an action story,
right,
but it's not a space battle per se. Yep.
Yep, and that's it's hard. I actually be devil's advocate to an extent and say it's a movie. That's why Star Trek doesn't belong on a movie screen. If you're going to be a movie, you do have to kind of capture a big audience to come in and sit in the seats and crowd, and therefore it puts you in the position of making something exciting, and that you end up with an action thing. Fine for Star Wars. Star Trek never needed to be that. I mean, this was the suits wanting to milk it as a cash cow on movie screens, and that's just it's square peg round hole. It's just not where Star Trek ever belonged, in my opinion.
Yep. Oh, and
even in a good movie, it's like,
yeah. I'd put this quote up and never answered it. So, and Captain Affinity's not here, but is there law against time travel in the Star Trek universe? Now, in some of the newer stuff, which we try not to mention, they did talk about temporal training. I think in Deep Space Nine, didn't they also mention temporal training too in Deep Space Nine?
No. They take temporal mechanics, and there's a department called Temporal Investigations.
And that was
added.
What I mean? That was added.
Well, the first time we see that is, Trials and Tribulations.
Right.
And there's a thing at the beginning of that episode with Trials and Tribulations, which I thought was kind of stupid. And I love it. I love that episode, by the way. But the episode where they ask him, when he tells them, he says, which ship, Captain? He goes, the Enterprise. He goes, which Enterprise, Captain? Be specific. There were 5. He says, and the guy says 6. He says NCC 1701, Constitution class. When he goes, oh no, his ship, James T. Kirk. And Cisco says, the one and only. Then one of them says, the man was a menace. 17 separate violations, the biggest on file. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. It's a funny joke, But 17? All right. Well, then there's about like 14 unchronicled ones then, because on the original series, the first time they went back in time at the very end of Naked Time was it was an accident, right? 3 days. Then tomorrow is yesterday, which was supposed to be the second part of that accident. After that, the next, City Edge Forever, not this fault. And they had to fix history. So are they counting those 3? And after that, in Assignment Earth, they were sent there on orders to go back in time. So that can't be one. Something. And when did these happen? In Trek 4, he had to do it to stop the probe, and he had permission. It was excused. So I want to know when it's a funny joke, but when did Kirk when did he create all these violations of time? Name it.
None.
They can't. Sorry.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. But I'm just sick
17.
of time travel and them. And
yeah.
Enterprise, with that whole storyline with the Zindi. As much as I like Enterprise, and I definitely think it's worth watching if you haven't seen it. It gets maligned, and talked about that before. But the time travel, it's such a crutch. So we need Captain Infinity here to go on a rant. But yeah, the time travel, for a writer that doesn't know where to go, it's just an easy way out. And of course, they went back to the mirror universe in Deep Space Nine, and although that's not time travel in some ways, it's kind of like a poor man's version of time travel, the way they used it in Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
just try to shock the audience and have different versions of characters. Yeah. So
I know you guys aren't big Voyager fans, but they did a pretty entertaining one where they used 7 of 9 to. I don't know how much I can give away for people who haven't seen it, but it has a kind of a nice twist, and it's semi tongue in cheek throughout most of the thing. But they had what was referred to as the temporal prime directive that Janeway was that was Janeway was accused of breaking, and that was actually a pretty good episode, I thought. But
I think I know what you're talking about. And by the way, Jill, I love that episode. It's my favorite of all of them. But I'm just saying that point I've always wondered about. But you're talking about that one where the people from the 29th century came back in time because something was going on, and they came back to the Voyager, or what? Or which one?
No. This one was essentially Starfleet's time cops. They're charged with maybe that was
right, but they're from the future.
Yeah,
they're from the 29th century, but they were
okay, yeah, that might be the right one, and
Bruce McGill was in that one. Yeah,
I keep starting to talk about it, but I can't because I'll give away the ending. But
I think I know what you're talking about.
Essentially, they wanted to. Somebody had planted a bomb in Voyager. Had gone back in time to plant a bomb in Voyager to prevent Janeway from polluting the timeline with time travel stuff.
Okay.
And so they sent They sent 7 of 9 to kind of as an undercover agent to go and find out what was going on. The reason I'm stumbling so much is because it's a very circular kind of timeline, and they have to keep sending her back to fix things that went wrong when she was going back.
Sure.
It's really actually hard to describe it without giving it away, as is probably often the case with time travel paradoxes. So anyway, but it was a very entertaining episode.
No, I hear you, but let me. I think about what you're talking about, Phantom. That's exactly what I'm saying, though. The what happened at Sci 2000 was not Kirk's fault. That's not a violation. What happened tomorrow is yesterday was an accident. But if you want, okay, but let's call those 1 and 2. Let's give them that those are screw ups. Sorry, you can't have Gary 7. He was sent back in time. You remember the Enterprise was sent back to observe. They were ordered back there. Yep. So that doesn't count. Now,
Wait, was
many
Gary
other
7?
ones after this. So let's give you those two sketchy at best.
Wait, Gary 7
What?
was sent back in time?
No, the Enterprise in the beginning of the episode.
No.
I'll
The
pull up,
Enterprise was sent back in time.
Right. Okay.
I'll
Gotcha.
pull up the script here, so you can read it right. The first.
We'll give you
captain's
those
log.
two. The first two I can give you those that are sketchy, Phantom. But they said 17. If they'd said 6 or 4 or 5, 6, I'd go, okay, 17 is ridiculous.
Maybe it was stuff that happened that was not aired, or that was,
and
well,
that's what I'm saying. And now Phantom's reaching for all this unchronicled stuff.
Oh, okay.
He's just being contrarian. Doesn't count. Now again, I'm going to spot you 5. That's a far cry from 17. The line was 17 separate violations, the biggest on file. So, if I spotted you 10, that still wouldn't be 7. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, I mean, I think
he's funny
in a way that
stuff now.
I think that's kind of a compliment, saying that Kirk was a rogue who played by his own rules and still became a legend.
Oh yeah.
I think it was that one was kind of, again, a little humorous. But to say that this guy is who's generally referred to as the greatest captain in Starfleet history, but he kind of played fast and loose with the rules, which people have accused him of with the Prime Directive as well.
Oh no, it's fine, and that's that's actually more spot on too. But yeah, no, they even said the man was a menace. Whatever, when they said his ship, James T. Kirk, Sisko had that big smile on his face. He said, "The one and only."
Yeah.
So no.
Well, they were.
Phantom, take a nap, dude. You're pulling all kind of making up all kind of stuff now, from non-canon stuff.
Here. Like here's tomorrow's yesterday, right? We're en route to Starbase 9 for resupply when a black star of high gravitational attraction began to drag us toward it. It required all warp power in reverse to pull us away from the star. But like snapping rubber band, the breakaway sent us plunging through space, out of control, to stop here, wherever we are. So that's tomorrow's yesterday. That's not a violation. I mean, you could say they time traveled there.
It was an accident. So initially, it was an accident, by the way. Initially, you remember, like I said, was it Naked Time at the end of that? Was supposed to be the first two. Tomorrow was yesterday. Was supposed to be the second parts of that story, and then they broke them. They broke it up and just put it back later. Now I know Phantom. I'm just rattling your cage, but I'm just saying, Phantom. I'm just saying that it's not in the shows. It's there. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So where are the other time travel? Let's go through them. So first season, it was just tomorrow's yesterday. Where else did they time travel, other than City on the Edge of Forever? Let's say
City on the Edge of Forever, and that was
the Guardian, and that's McCoy and an accident.
Right, and they were sent there to investigate. I mean, they were investigating that planet.
Yeah, so Spock. Yeah, we're passing through ripples that maintain orbit. Open the channel to Starfleet Command. Precautionary measure, yep. Yeah, and recording
accident.
Everything. So apparently something somewhere down on that planet, yep.
Right.
Yeah, so
I love it. Great episode.
Who had the heart flutter? Let's see, that was
Sulu.
Sulu, right? Yeah. So yeah, that was the accident. That was when they changed. Obviously changed the they didn't want drug dealing on the Enterprise, yeah.
Yeah, that's L.R. Ellison.
Yeah. So yes, we got that one right, and then when's the next time travel in the second season? We got.
Well, none of these are time travel. This wasn't when they had time travel until Simon Earth.
Simon Earth, right? Yep.
Yeah.
So let's read that clip.
And
yep.
None of those either.
What number was the Simon Earth? Here, 55.
So 55.
Second season, yep. Yeah, using the light speed breakaway factor, the Enterprise has moved back through time to the 20th century. We're now in extended orbit around Earth, using our ship's deflector shields to remain unobserved. Our mission, historical research. We're monitoring Earth's communication to find out how our planet survived despite problems in the year 1968. So they were sent back in time on that one.
Yeah, that's I always didn't. That's one of my biggest problems with this episode. We were pretty critical of it back when we reviewed it too. It's like not really. I mean, I know it was a pilot for a new show, but yeah. And then it was Yesteryear from the animated series, which they were studying the Guardian of Forever, and there was a mistake happened. That was they could blame. You could almost blame. Well, it's a long story, but yeah, there you go.
What was the one?
Yesteryear's a great one.
What was the one in the animated series where Spock goes back to Vulcan?
Oh. Yesteryear.
Okay, that's the one. Guys, I'm gonna cut out the prettiest girl in Vegas seems to be having trouble sleeping. So I will bid you all.
Sorry, dude.
Good evening.
Well, thank you for being here. Yep.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure being here.
Sorry, man. Take it easy, buddy.
Take care. Yep.
Good later, bro.
Yeah, so here's the intro to Yesteryear. We're in orbit around the planet of the time vortex, the focus of all timelines in our galaxy. Our mission is to assist a team of historians in the investigation of Federation history. So that's, not an accident. An accident happens, but they're not. Kirk's not going rogue there. So, yeah, but that's a great episode. I think didn't Roddenberry consider that one? Didn't they consider it?
He did.
Canon.
It's canon. Yeah. Hey, Tiger Stripes.
Hi, Tiger Stripes. Yeah, Joe knows her Star Trek. That's for sure. Yep.
Yes, she does. We love Jill.
Yep. Well, Jill, if you want to hop on for a few minutes, I think you're gonna. If you want to talk a few minutes of Trek, I'll shoot you the link. Always welcome. I know sometimes
that'd be great.
If you can't, that's all good too. But let me copy the good old link here, because we're talking Trek, right? We should have Jill on. We're talking Trek.
Yep. Oh yeah, there was all our yesterdays, but that was again. The Phantom Outsiders mentioning the one with the Tavatron. That is all our yesterdays there, Fanty. But yeah, Kirk really did nothing wrong in that one.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, death threats. Accident or not, is time travel still a violation? I guess. Well, in later Trek, it's not considered a violation if it happens by accident. I think it's if you change the time stream, right? Or if you time travel,
right?
That's not approved. So, that was all retconned later. And of course, we were saying, Simon Earth was written that way just so they could have a pilot. So they kind of added that where that time travel was, they let the Enterprise time travel. Could you imagine what a can of worms it would be if you were able to time travel at will and just, you could take out the Klingons before the Klingons became the. I mean, it's just insanity to allow that to happen. I mean, there's no way you could have a universe that would survive.
Yeah, no, you're right. There's Death Ray. Well, Death Ray, like I said, if you want to call it a violation, I could spot you 6 or 7, and it still wouldn't make up like 17. I just think they should write better and come up with say the guy had some time problems, that's for sure. But 17 is just a little silly, I think.
I think it was just the writers having fun and just.
Oh no! Look, I love that episode.
Yeah. Or they would say, and it would also be, who's gonna check Star Trek fans, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm just goofing off with. Hey, Dave.
Yeah, we're having fun. Yeah. Hey, Dave.
Yeah. I'm not like. I guess I sound like I'm angry, but I don't mean to be. I'm just like goofing at him, like, dude, because I've watched that episode so many times because I love it. But yeah. Call it Menace was over the top, but it was funny, Fanty. But yeah, Menace. No, I don't know about that, man. But again, he Kirk's the man, and those punks could go screw. Although, remember at the end though of the episode where Cisco went and he shook hands with shook hands with Kirk, and then or not shook hands. He went and said something to Kirk, and then that guy, that Temporal Investigations guy, said, "I don't think you have anything to worry about. I probably would have done the same thing myself." Because it's Kirk, the greatest captain of them all.
Yeah, and he's not changing anything there. Yeah. And hail to Dave. How's it going, Dave?
He actually kind of did, though, because that scene wasn't from Trouble with Tribbles. The scene when he goes up to say hello to Kirk, they took that from Mirror Mirror.
Oh, okay. That's when they flipped. Yeah, so that's what season was that? Was that the 6th season, or was that?
Oh, it was
in
5th
Deep
season.
Space Nine.
I think it was 5th. I think it's coming. We're coming up on that one. I want to say it was 5th season. Deep Space Nine.
503. Here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So that scene when he goes up the at the end of Trials and Tribulations and says, "Excuse me, sir, I'm Benjamin Sisko on temporary on leave. I'll be leaving in a couple soon, and just want to say it's been an honor serving with you, sir." You know, when he does that, and Kirk smiles at him. Spock standing there. Well, that is from Mirror Mirror. It's not from Trials and Tribulations.
Okay.
Just saying. Padre.
Yeah, so here's hey, Padre. So here's the opening to that, the script here, and this is a great website. So I'll put this in the chat. And they've got all the Star Trek scripts online, which is awesome.
Cool.
So it says, I don't know what the guy's name, Lucchese, Department of Temporal Investigations. We've been expecting you. I guess you boys from Temporal Investigations are always on time. Pump. Where's Captain Sisko, right?
Yeah, I love it.
So that's probably the first time. Well, no, before this, Julian had mentioned temporal training in Star Trek.
Yeah, they have temporal. Yeah, they teach them all that stuff.
And what was that episode?
Temporal mechanics.
That was with the one with Chief time traveling, or was that over?
Wasn't the Chief said, "I hate temporal mechanics"?
Yeah, and then he mentioned something. I think that was the one where the Chief kept, and then actually, because Chief O'Brien is a different version of O'Brien now from a different point in time, right? That was when O'Brien died in that episode, but he
sort of.
At
least he's not
different.
At least he's not like Harry Kim, who died and got replaced by another version of himself from another dimension.
Yeah, or
remember that?
If everyone, or if anyone watched, and they totally ignored it, right?
Yeah, they ignored it.
Sliders too, Professor Arturo. They never answered whether or not.
Oh, really?
Yep. Hey, we got
here.
Jill here.
Hey,
Jill. Thank you for stopping by.
Jilly. What'd you say there?
Yeah. Well, I'm just here to hang out. I don't know if I'm going to be helpful, but
oh, you're always helpful.
Yeah.
You're always helpful. You're the first communications officer.
That's true.
Wasn't
she was her mind was wiped. Her mind was wiped.
Yeah. And then they just
right.
ignored
Actually,
it.
wasn't it was Scotty who died, and that was easy to fix because it was just.
But he wasn't cloned.
Issue.
Yeah, and he wasn't cloned back, but no one was cloned back. But yeah, Uhura's mind was wiped. But then by the next episode, not only was she re-educated, apparently they just never bothered with it. So.
Right. Well, she got up to first grade pretty quick.
Yeah,
right, but
that was really weird.
never.
Yeah.
But they never say that she has. Never talk about how does she still have all of her memories and stuff because they just completely just ignore it. But that was TV back then. Did you know that when last year, the year before, there was some novel that came out where they wrote it took place where Kirk in the years Kirk wasn't on the Enterprise and it had a story that was that involved Spock and I think Chekhov and Uhura on some other ship, and it was about her dealing with that. Yeah, but I don't know if it was any good or not.
Sounds like a good story.
What was weird about the Uhura situation was she didn't have her mind completely wiped because she could remember to speak in Swahili, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah.
Yes, she did. So it was so weird. It was weird.
Really wasn't clear what she remembered, if she remembered her childhood or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
It was really weird. Yeah. Yep. I thought I remembered someone who was grown again from the hairs in their hairbrush as a clone. Yep. I'm not remembering that one, but not to say that didn't happen.
Sounds familiar to me, but I'm not sure if it's to do with Star Trek. You know what I mean? It sounds like something. I don't know.
Yeah. And hello, friends. I can't pronounce the name because I
Hello.
can't read that language, but hello.
Hello there.
Thank you.
I can't see a name either.
Yeah, well, I can't read the language.
I can't read it either.
But thank you for stopping by, and yep, glad
But
to
those
hang
are
out
a
with
lot
you.
of nice emojis.
Yep,
Yes. Hello to you, friendly person.
So let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
should be
check out
college
some
level
of
in the
the,
week. It's pretty smart.
let's check out some of the Kirk dialogue in this. Let's see. Here we go. So let's.
Maybe they
show the script
just
again.
erased their time on the stupid, strange new worlds. Sorry.
Hopefully that part was erased.
I want that erased.
Yeah, so here we go. The younger Darwin's mission was to derail Federation colonization efforts by poisoning a shipment of grain, which is being stored aboard a station. Yeah. However, 18 hours from now, James T. Kirk will expose him and will be arrested. Yeah, so here we go.
I like how you put the T there when it wasn't in there.
I did, yeah. Subliminal, right?
Yes.
So what's he planning to do? Contact his younger self and warn himself about Kirk? He could be planning to kill Kirk. Yeah. So here, let's just see what I've got Kirk highlighted. So they mentioned Kirk 57 times in this episode, right? So let's go through all the Kirk mentions. Yeah. Let's see.
Of course they do.
Cole
He's
told me he
Kirk.
once traded insults with Kirk on a space station near the Federation border. He always regretted never getting the chance to face him in battle. Let's see.
Yeah, well, he would have lost.
All right. Bridge to Captain Kirk. Here we go. That was just such a classic scene, and they did a wonderful job recreating the bridge. And I think they used. Yeah, I think they used when the bridge was cleared out for the episode with the overpopulation planet. So, what was the name of the episode in the original series? So I think they used the shot.
Oh, what's that? Which one you talking about? Oh, Mark of Gideon. Ugh.
Mark of Gideon, right? Yeah, but they used that shot where Kirk is on the bridge with no one there to do a lot of the special effects. Yep.
Okay.
So this was just.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because then they could use that to add the new new thing, the new clips in. Yep. I can't believe you don't at least want to meet Captain Kirk. Are you telling me you're not the tiniest bit interested in meeting one of the most famous men in Starfleet history? We have a job to do, but it's James T. Kirk. Yeah.
You put a T in again.
Shake his hand. There we go. Ask him about fighting the Gorn on Cestus 3, but that's not here. Yeah.
At least you're not putting an R.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
You want another geeky bone of contention? He didn't really fight the Gorn on Cestus 3.
Yeah, that's right. It was on an asteroid.
They exchanged some faith fire, but if you want to be technical, but the fight was on a completely remote asteroid, the name of which has no name. So just saying. Sorry. Not sorry.
No, that's right. You don't have to be sorry. Cisco made a mistake.
Yeah. Kirk had
that was the kind of mistake some. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I know we got the lag going. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, go. Yeah, no, it's a kind of mistake. That's a great trivia. Like you could be on a trivia contest, and you would say no, that's wrong, and the people would be running the trivia. Well, what are you talking about? It says here it was Cestus 3. No.
Well, then if you want to be a stickler, you can. If you want to be a stickler, you can go. Well, they were shooting each other on Cestus 3. They were shooting. They were having. It was sort of a fight, but it wasn't the same thing. But as far as fighting the Gorn captain, it was on that asteroid. But I can see where that's the kind of mistake that a character like Cisco would make, because the whole historical event revolved around the events on Cestus 3. So I can see that being the kind of thing someone 100-something years later would say, 200 years later, whatever would say, or 100 years, you know what I mean? So it's fine.
Yeah, it says just 3 was just the place where the actors got tinnitus from all the explosions.
That is true. That's right. That's right. Indeed, they sure did. And that's Shatner and Nimoy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, so you've got Kirk in the briefing room here. Yep. Kirk steps in front of O'Brien to replace Freeman from the original. Who started the fight? Yeah, I don't know, sir. That's a great scene. I wish we could show the show the clip. Yeah. Dismissed. So let's see where they mention there's Darvin. Yep.
Man, Trek 4, they pretty much, there was no target timeline. They just wanted to somewhere basically in the anywhere in the 20th century would do, so they could find some whales.
Yep. Just need to save
when
her.
they came back, didn't they come back? I think they came. Well, they came back during the storm,
slightly
right?
off their target date. When they came back, it was on time. Yeah.
It was on time, yeah.
Cardinal Sin.
Hey, Gil.
Hi, Cardinal Sin.
When Kirk said on that triple, I half expected it to go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fun episode. Yeah, it was a great way to use an episode. Yep. So yeah,
no, Cardinal Sin, more troubles. You're thinking of, that's the animated episode. This is Trials and Tribulations. And Tribulations, I mean, from DS9. Sorry.
If I pull it up, I can show some. Well, I can show some stills from it, probably. Yeah.
I love it though. It's still my favorite episode of DS9, for obvious reasons.
So you're gonna do it when you do it on Saturday Night Star Trek? Are you gonna just do that one episode for the whole night?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed, Padre. I watched this one so many times.
Yeah. So they get O'Brien in the lineup there.
By the way, O'Brien did violate, because look, he took the place of, was it Lieutenant Freeman, who was supposed to be there, who was one at the bar. They CG'd him in where that guy was.
Yep.
Oops.
That was fun though. Yep.
I gotta say, the CG works marvelous on this thing. This episode was incredible.
They must have spent a ton of money on this episode. Yeah. And that's that's a great use of CGI too. Yeah. I think they were teasing Spock about it. Yeah, McCoy was, and they're making jokes, and McCoy's making jokes, and about telling Kirk, paraphrase, but you're gonna trust him with these calculations. After he's just been put back together, basically. Yep. So
yeah, I think he's working on all thrusters.
Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Yeah, that's some good continuity from the last movie.
Yeah. Yes.
Jim, this man is a Klingon.
Yeah. Now this is they do too much comedy on DS9, but this one was perfect. And I guess again, I'm glad there's an orb of time that just happened to that a dope like Arn Darvin, who's like 100 and whatever now, she could use. That was pretty fun, but yeah.
So here, of course, Clobberin Times is always correct. Excuse me, Captain. Here's tomorrow's duty roster for your approval. This is from Mirror Mirror, and Cisco's replaced Marlena. Oh, I can't replace Marlena. Yep. Lieutenant. Yeah. Benjamin Sisko, sir. I've been on temporary assignment here. Before I leave, I just want to say it's been an honor serving with you, sir. All right, Lieutenant, carry on. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and he's going, damn, he's not as hot as she used to be.
Yeah. Now, if you want to put a letter of reprimand in my file for that, then go ahead. We'll have to review the case before making any recommendations. Yeah. I don't think there was any harm done. Probably would have done the same thing myself. So.
Yep.
Oh, that's very cool, Cardinal Sin. Yep. David Gerald, the author of that story. Great
cool
stuff. Yep.
He was in this episode, by the way. David Gerald has a guest spot in Trials and Tribulations.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Yeah, there's a scene later when after their Kirk, dismisses all the guys, and when O'Brien lies to him, they walk out and he and Bashir are talking, and they look over into this corridor, and there are a bunch of tribbles, and David Gerald is on the floor like petting a tribble.
Classic, yeah. And look how they gave Bashir McCoy's hair basically there, right? It's the doctor.
Yeah, it's this episode is perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
Much better than the stuff they did with the Mirror Universe. So.
Yep.
And they had a ton of fun making.
Oh God, yeah.
No doubt.
When I met Terry Farrell and I bought her picture to get her to autograph, I got her in that uniform. I got a picture of her for Trials and Tribulations.
Great.
Yeah.
Something just so classic about it. Yeah. And that was a big deal when this came out too. And all the stuff I read about.
Oh man.
How they made the episode and recreated. They only did part of the bridge, I think, right? And then it's been a while since I read about it, but.
I think so. I only I wasn't even watching the show, right? And at this point, I was checked out. I wasn't watching DS9, but I watched this one, recorded it. And then when I was able to get it on pre-recorded, couldn't wait. Oh man.
Yep.
I was not a fan of the show yet, but I wanted to watch this one.
So here's an article on it. Yep. Yeah, would have liked for Brian to sit down with Scotty. Yep. Well, I mean, the way the technology is advancing now too. I mean, it's they can. Microsoft had a new tech, and there's tech out there where they can sample like one sentence or even 3 words. They said. And duplicate your voice now, which has great implications, for people who've lost their voice or can't speak, had cancer or accidents. But also you could, just basically clone someone's voice. And of course, like Mark Hamill sold his likeness, James Earl Jones will sold his voice. So then you wonder someday could they, it would never be Kirk though, right? Because it's not the actor, it's the AI, but
right. AI visually and auditorily is advancing quickly, but it still won't have the soul of the person behind it.
100%.
Yeah, it'll never be quite the same. Oh, thank you, Retro Nerd Girl. You're too kind. Believe me, there are plenty who know more than I do, but I try. I don't.
I agree.
My memory's not too good. Thank you.
I agree.
I love me some Trek. Oh, Jill knows more than me. Believe me.
That's not true. That's false.
Oh God, yeah, Jill.
Hey, you know what? I just do my homework. I study.
And Mark probably does too. So believe me, trust me on that.
I can't remember anything anymore.
Oh, I can't remember anything either. Well, anything important anyway.
So here's fun in this article, some fun stuff. Yeah, they thought about revisiting Charlie X and Piece of the Action. Well, Piece of the Action would have been fun. I don't know so much about revisiting Charlie X.
Oh, yeah. Steve loves that.
Yeah. Oh, Lucy and Delma are anagrams for Scully and Mulder. Hey.
Nice.
Who were we just showing
How you
tonight?
like that?
Yeah. Oh, that right?
See, I didn't know that. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. I like it.
Here.
Oh, Delmer.
Here we go. Here's
what you got? Oh, your toys.
I got to show, hey, any chance to.
You have Scully and Mulder toys?
Wow. And very quickly on hand, too.
They did say 106 years from now, a Friday. Is that what you're referring to, Padre? Like they're referring to Dragnet? You guys talk about the Friday reference as in the cop show, right? I don't know. What he's saying there?
Oh, yeah, let's see.
You guys talked about the Friday reference as in the cop show. I remember that one of the time guys said when he how many years he nailed it to the years and he nailed it to the day. He said Friday. Was that a reference to Dragnet somehow? Oh, cool. I didn't know. I mean, I remembered that, but I guess it makes sense. It does sound like these characters were a lot like Jack Webb. So, they were basically just the facts, man. Just the facts.
Yep.
Cool. Good one, Padre. Good one.
I'm a doctor, not a historian.
Yeah, I'm not a historian. You know that guy who plays Darvin? He was I mean, you never really think about it. He was on a lot of different shows. He was popular for some cop show in the 80s or 90s. I can't remember what it was, but so I remember when I first saw this episode, I'm like, wow, did he ever do any work other than the old show? But yeah, apparently he was doing a lot of stuff. Yep.
So this is fun, yeah. So 29 years later, producer Bear said, we were he'd seen Brill at a Beverly Hills pizza place, but not spoken to, which compelled him to include him, Darvin, in the tribulation script. Bear called Brill. It was completely out of the blue. Brill told StarTrek.com during the 2013 interview. I had no idea. They couldn't believe it. I was doing another series at the time called Silk Stockings. I remember that show.
That's the one. That's the show.
Yeah, Silk Stockings. Yep. I remember that show. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I can only give you 3 days off. Yeah.
Cool.
If I give him more than 3 days, the part would have been much, much bigger. But I couldn't break away from Silk Stockings to give them more than 3 days. Still is the most fun I've ever had. To go on the Enterprise again was mind blowing. Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh my! Lieutenant Watley.
Oh no, they're referencing Memory Alpha.
Yeah. I love Lieutenant Watley. Yeah. I could be destined to fall in love with that woman and become my own great grandfather. Yes. I like the name of this person. Hello there, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Hell, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by.
Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious.
Quite atrocious. Well done, Jill. Yeah. Well done, Jill.
This episode of the time was the most expensive 1 hour show produced. Wow.
Mm-hmm. They did an amazing job on it.
No, it was great. Yep. Oh, it's the only episode Quark appears but doesn't talk. Yep. And David Gerald's in
true.
two scenes.
Oh, he's in 2 scenes. Okay, for sure. Okay. Yes, so.
Yeah, Walter Koenig, Manjo Roddenberry, and Robert Justman were there.
Oh, cool.
Well, Major's always there on the computer.
Yeah. I lied to Captain Kirk. I wish Keiko could have been there to see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So she could have said, "Oh, Miles, stop lying to Captain Kirk." So, Miles. Very cool. Good stuff.
Yeah, it was a fun.
Agreed.
Fun,
pleasant
fun episode. Fun episode.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll go watch
I love
it.
I've watched it so many times. We'll be reviewing it in the next couple of weeks, but I never get tired of it. It's just
yeah. Well, I can't play this, but
Laddie,
time by time. They compare the bar fight if you want to watch that.
Oh God, cool.
Well, but it's next season.
Yeah, so the person, yeah.
Yeah, we're close to it because we're almost in season 4.
Yeah. Nice video, yeah.
Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that? You're right. I should. I didn't mean to say that the Enterprise should be hauling garbage. I meant to say that it should be hauled away as garbage. Yeah. I love that.
Right?
When you have Cobby, you don't need the clips.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh, that's so cool. The skies. Yeah, you're right. Worf doesn't have a line, but he has a tribble. I was watching.
Right.
I've been watching Enterprise again just because I love it. In Enterprise, they had Phlox had a tribble. I'm like, okay.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they had him. He had him in the sick bay. Yep.
Yeah. Yes, there
Well,
he
this
is.
is how you
I
do
guess
it.
no.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I guess Fox didn't make a record of it to Starfleet, and so nobody still knew what it was. That's weird.
They just probably not. It was pretty insignificant. Probably no one even knew what he was. He told Hoshi about it, but yeah, and then it's the kind of thing no one really knew much about. I guess so. I could see something like that where it's just an insignificant little creature that they didn't have much of an effect, and they didn't even know anything about the Klingons obliterating their home world and stuff. Of course, the Great Tribble Hunt.
And he didn't feed his tribble, I guess. Also,
cool stuff. No.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, he did talk about it, how it reproduces.
Yeah. Why was the tribble on the show? I mean, it's been you just rewatched it, so did they explain?
What Enterprise? Phlox keeps
somewhere?
Animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just mentioned he just in passing
for
kind of
cures,
a
and they
joke
use
in
him
an
for cures, right? He's got all the cures.
Yeah, he
That's how
uses
they save
animals for cures and
Porthos,
stuff
right?
like that. Yeah, yeah.
They save Porthos. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And how he saved
Porthos.
Trip from Similitude,
Porthos
great episode.
just needs to lay off the cheese.
Yeah.
Yep, no cheese.
Too much cheese for Porthos. Yep. Oh, an original tribble would go for thousands and thousands of dollars. Of course, the thing is, you've got to authenticate it because,
yeah,
it's kind of an easy creature to copy.
Right.
And of course, it's not like they put serial
quite a lot
numbers
of them
on it back then. Yeah.
Some of them probably watered. I mean, it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
and they came
that
out
sure does
with,
look funny.
Yeah. They came out with some new tribbles too. I know Raquel has some. I never got a tribble. I never bought a tribble, which is crazy. There's a new version that's remote control, electronically controlled. Which is
Steve tells you about
I got one of those.
Steve
you got one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got one.
Purrs and it growls.
Yeah, Jill, you got them.
Nice. Does it have an app? There's one with the app for your phone.
Yeah.
No, this one doesn't have an app. It just vibrates.
Yeah, the new one has a tribble. Let's see, tribble remote control. There's like a phone.
Remember,
app, so there's
one of
it's
Steve's
like $80. Yeah.
One of Steve's favorite memories is me having a bunch of those tribbles at my comic shop in the '80s, and we used to have tribble wars, throwing them at each other.
Yeah,
I had a bunch of them there. We were throwing them at each other all over the shop.
Yeah, the app-enabled tribble doesn't reproduce though. It won't eat all your food. So I don't. It was 2020, so I guess they're out. Yeah, and it can guard something.
Ugh, filth.
Download it.
Ooh, filthy.
Sidedivision.com. Let's see if they. Yeah. So I don't know if anyone has any of these, but that'd be pretty fun to have. Have like a remote control one that could like guard your desk or whatever. Yeah. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Triples are only available through March. Shop now. Let's see. Are they still $60? Oh, I guess they're only on sale for a few more months. They put this link in the chat. This is enabling portion of the segment. Oh, that's too bad. Giant one.
They're only in gray.
2. Well, maybe only the gray ones are left. Maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, this yeah. So this was the one with the app, yeah. So so you could guard your pizza box, I guess, right?
Not very well.
Tribbles that guard your stuff, right? Yeah. There's Watchdog. Well, I don't have the volume on, but yeah. Scream on command. Klingon. I guess maybe they only made silver. So interactive Tribble can be yours for $59. Yep. So and you can pay $15 a month with Shop Pay. So that's the enabling segment of the evening. Yep. But so only through March. Oh, that's too bad. Too bad. But that's a great idea. Yeah. So Giant
So
Tribble
long
really
as
sold out. Yep.
so long as the app works.
I guess, yeah. If they say they're going to support the app, though. Yep, K9 Tribble Companion app. And here's their blog post. Yep, celebrating the end of an incredible journey. Yeah, so this is a fan. If I'm remembering correctly, these are fans that came up with these. Yep. Purrs and vacuums your carpet at the same time. Yep. Yeah, end of December. We can and will still Tribbles the end of March 2023, so not much time left yet. Agrees the app needs to continue to be available for fans and customers. So there'll be a maintenance agreement. So and they built this themselves, so it's a very cool story. Yep. So yeah, maybe I'll have to get one. What do you think, Joe? Would you buy one of these?
No.
No.
Oh, I have a Tribble, and I don't really think it's going to be that good at guarding my pizza.
No, yeah, because it doesn't have any hands, right? It might eat your pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they inspected them. Yep. Yeah, so this is like a homebrew company, I guess, too, right? So
That is pretty cool.
yeah, so it's these are fans that came out and then got a license, and I guess they made one, or made a few, I guess, obviously, and so.
But don't listen to me. I don't buy a lot of toys.
Yeah, but you do have a Tribble, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I already have a Tribble. I'm good.
yeah, and they had so I guess it's the app is the main thing that differentiates these Tribbles from the other ones, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, if you do want to get one, so Pleasant Valley says, did I see a Tribble pillow? Well, I guess the giant size one, Pleasant Valley, is just so big that let's see here. Let's go to the giant. They're massive. They really ate a lot. So
Oh, they're the ones from the animated episode where they don't reproduce; they just get fat.
they
get bigger. They're more troubles, more tribbles. Yep. Oh, ridiculous.
There you go.
He's got a Tribble pillow.
So, you have trouble going to sleep? You can get a Tribble pillow. Yep. Right. So yeah. So yeah, that's great. Yep. So here's the app here, I guess. Yeah. Oh, it looks like the L cars. Yep. So very, very cool. Yep. Nice. I'm sure they did a nice, because these are fans that are doing this too, right? So they're fans that love Star Trek, and
yeah,
it's from the heart. Yeah. And I guess you get a certificate of authenticity. Yep. That you adopted them. I guess they're all gray. Yep. Homeworld, Iota Geranium 4 destroyed. Giant special edition. Yep. How am I going to justify purchasing a Tribble? Right?
Instead of buying a dog,
yeah.
I bought a Tribble.
I got a Tribble. They are on sale. They're only 60 smack rolls, right? Yeah. So adopt 2 or more. Yep. 50. I guess if you buy 2 of them, it's $100, right? Very cute. Very cute. Well, maybe I'll go 50-50 with someone who wants wants to get a Tribble for $50. Yep. So, yeah, you're a true trekker when you have that pillow. Yep. So, but I think it's a good spot now that we got Tribble pillows to head off for the evening, which is good timing. So I want to thank Andy Driver of Jill for popping in here, and you're always welcome to hop on. Always great hanging out with you. And let me
Thank
put
you.
Jill's link in the chat. And Jill always does an awesome job of promoting my channel and everyone else's channel and Saturday Night Star Trek.
Oh, I always try to, definitely. Anytime I can, I'll talk about Saturday Night Star Trek.
So always appreciate
And
always
Raquel's
appreciate
books,
you.
too.
Yeah. I got to post the link for Raquel, too. So here's Jill's channel. Everyone make sure, if you haven't subbed to it, make sure to sub to Jill. And she's
Actually, I was just on Mr. Brown talking about Star Trek 3. That's why that quote was on my mind.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah. That's cool. Yep. And then sometimes I'm lurking at your show during the day because I'm at work. But yeah, Jill has some great Star Trek reviews. What was the last?
The
show
last
you
one
did?
was so fun. It was the Alternative Factor.
Alternative Factor, right?
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good, right?
It
So good. It's
actually
bad.
I don't know. It kind of hurts a little bit to talk bad about original series episodes.
That's a stinker. Yep.
It doesn't happen often.
Doesn't happen often. Yep.
Is it really though? It's not that hard.
Yeah.
No, well, I guess we did
Right.
it for
Not
over
for me.
2 hours, so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too difficult.
So
Yeah.
go check out Raquel. There's a link to Raquel's short stories and her Patreon too. So go support her on Patreon because she gets a bigger cut there,
Indeed.
which is much better. Yep. And
Nice.
Cloudburn Times. You got Monday night Mark C Comics Talk coming up. You got any topics, or is that?
Well, tonight, I guess it's tomorrow night. Yeah, still. Monday night, Mark C Comics Talk. I think I will do a random secret comics review. I'll review a comic without announcing it. Just throw it out there and just talk basic comic stuff like I always do on Mark C Comics Talk. So there you go. I'll be at Midnight's Edge After Dark Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 6 Central. And as you know, 9 p.m. Central, we got Wild Card Wednesday night and Thursday night, the Clubhouse with you and Raquel.
Yeah.
And of course, it's Saturday Night Star Trek. As always.
A lot of good stuff. Yep. So I've got coming up, I've got Tuesday night. I'll be on
yes, sir.
with
Thank
Nick,
you.
Toxic Tuesday, and I believe we're doing True Lies. We've been going back and forth with movies, and some people are having problems watching True Lies or finding True Lies streaming, but I think I might have solved that problem for them. So I think we're doing True Lies, which is a classic fun Arnie
Great
movie. Yep. Yeah, it's really good with Jamie Lee Curtis
Arnie.
has one
Love it.
very memorable scene in that movie. We'll have to clip that one. Yep. Yeah, Pleasant Valley. So many streams, so little time. Well, thank you so much, Retro Nerd Girl. Yep. Well, let me put your link in the chat, so go check out Retro Nerd Girl. And you've been doing some live streams, which is awesome too. So let me.
That's right, but she has some really good short form reviews that are really fun.
They're excellent. Yeah. So check out. Here's Retro. I copied Retro Blasting by accident. Sub to Retro Blasting too, obviously. But here's Retro Nerd Girl. So check out her awesome channel.
Yes,
she's got some
Retro
great
Blasting.
videos. Yep.
Yes.
And of course. And let's see. Thank you to Maddie's daddy, Steve, for hanging out with us. Thank you for Pat S for hopping in the beginning. I think he was having some interweb problems, so he had to pop out. But I'm sure he would say goodnight. And he had some issues with his computer and a new laptop and something. But yeah, it was great to hang out with Pat S. Dadman has got a crazy week, he said, so he couldn't be here. But always, Dadman's usually on our show, so or Sunday Night Geekery, and so check out his channel.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
gonna be doing 24 hours straight soon. So
What?
check out Dadman's
24-hour what? A 24-hour live stream?
Yeah, because he so Retro
Why?
Nerd Girl is gonna triple what you did for your 7-hour stream. So or quadruple, I should say, but math is hard.
But
he said once he got to 100 subs, he was going to do a 24-hour live stream. So I don't know if he's
my
going to try to
God.
break it up. I mean, that could kill you. I mean,
Well, especially since he's a parent, that's even harder to do. Well, you have to break it up into 2, otherwise YouTube's not going to record the second 12 hours.
Oh, 12 hours is the max. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell him that, yeah.
Yeah, if you go beyond 12, you can keep going, but YouTube's not going to save it.
Oh, okay. So
After
they
that.
lost to history. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we'll have to let him know that. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe he's got a break. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. We're not so young anymore. To do and even staying up 20. I've done that. Almost stayed up for 3 days straight. And yeah, at the end of that, for a project I had to finish, and that's brutal.
Yeah, there are
Brutal at the
YouTubers
end.
who do that, who do 24-hour, 48-hour live streams. You can't be
That's
that good
craziness.
for your health.
No, it can't be good. Not recommended. Consult your physician. Yeah. So
No.
but so check out Dadman. And I want to thank everyone in the chat tonight. So I shall scroll back. I'm going back in time. There was no Captain Finity here tonight. Usually he pops in to say hi
Yep,
a little bit.
we're
but
safe.
He's our favorite time
Yeah.
traveler guardian.
Talking time travel almost could have got us in trouble with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you say the words change history. He's not a fan of the malleable timeline.
No.
Yep. So we had Your Old Toys here tonight. Lord Toth, Apollo's Minion, Brian Hepburn. Let's see. Of course, the ever awesome Phantom Outsider. Now I'm scrolling. Brian Hepburn, Donnie Pearson, Stuart Mitchell, Dollarhead Braces. I think I said Donnie Pearson. Yep. And let's see who else hopped in here after that. Well, we had the bot was back. We missed you, bot.
Oh, I
Glad
missed
you're gone
the bot.
again. Yeah, we wiped the bot. Yeah, and of course Retro Nerd Girl. And you go check out her channel. JT Kirk was here earlier. Lovely Sherry was here. Zax was here. And let's see who else was here. Pope Metallicus was here. I miss saying hi to Pope. Sorry, Pope Michelle was here. Death Ray. Thank you, Death Ray, for being here. Das Wolfen stopped in for the like. It should be cool if it made like an auto list or something for all the people that stop by during your show. That'd be a cool app to have on Stream Elements if it did that. Yep. Claude Sailing was here. Of course, Pleasant Valley. Hope you have a good night tonight.
And sometimes I try to write the names down like Clobby does. It's not as easy as he makes it look.
No, he always does a great job there. Yep.
Oh, it's easy. Well,
Papa Cotton
not really.
was here.
You're right.
And Tiger Stripes. No, you do a great job with that. Yeah, especially Dave was here. Padre. Have a great night, Padre. Person with a lot of emojis whose name I can't pronounce because it's in a different language.
You get into the show and you start doing things and you forget to write down new people.
Of course, Cardinal
That's why I only
Sin,
do that on Saturday Night Star Trek. Yeah, so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not easy. And supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
And that is Matt G.
That's Matt G.
Is that Matt G? Oh, Matt G, you big sneak.
Because at one point he said, "I'm not Matt G."
That's awesome. Yep. So I think I got through the list. I don't think we forgot anyone tonight, right, Clobbering Time.
I think you probably got everybody.
I think I did, right? Yeah.
Brian Hepburn.
Yeah, I think I said Brian. I think I did. Yep. Don't want to forget Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Matt G stinks. No Hungry Boy tonight, but shout out to Hungry Boy. Yep. So
Hungry Boy's been around.
Hungry Boy's been around. Yep. So let's play that James Doohan.
Daddy, as good as your word. Aye, sir. The more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
There we go. So
Hi, sir.
Thank you. Hi, sir. Thank you, JT Kirk. Yep, great hanging out with you. Thank you, Padre. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
yep,
Padre. Yep. Have we had Padre here before? We have a new friend in Padre.
I don't think we've had Padre here in
no, you haven't.
Sunday Night Geekery.
A new friend.
Very much appreciate it. Yep.
Cool.
And he says, "Call it, brother." So yeah, let's call it. Let's not drag this out any longer. That's a good call. So let me put up the overlay here. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Clobby. Oh, Joe, what do you have? I shouldn't say. What do you have? Anything
going on, Jill?
coming up during the week? Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Right. What is? Oh, tomorrow I'll be on Pop Culture Curators channel talking about the animated series episode Bem, written by David Gerald.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, David Gerald. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then Tuesday, tomorrow is yesterday.
Nice. Yeah.
Who knows for the rest of the week? That's too far in
just
the
follow
future.
Jill.
Yeah.
Sub to her channel, then you'll know. And Rod is doing a drive-by like. Appreciate that. Yep. So Rod, we're just getting out of here. So, but everyone go watch Wednesday. Watch Stargirl. Maybe watch The Peripheral. Do not watch Velma. So on that note, everyone have a great week. Hope this is a good start to your week or ending your week, and we shall catch you all during the week and the next Sunday Night Geekery. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.